What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Kolosseum, week number 4, top 8. Let's just get right into the nitty-gritty. My name is Mr. Aquaman, and joined by the one, the only, make yourself known,
keep mashing,
KP.
bitch. Keep mashing, bitch. Hold that.
This dude's...
Oh, I'm in Combat League, bro. Just hold up. I'm in this top 8, so I'm trying this. Hold on, I gotta look. This motherfucker mashing down 1. I can't have it. What's up, Aquaman? What up, people?
What's going on?
We live. Drama-free zone. Hold up. I just got my fatal blow. Go ahead, take it.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to week number 4's top 8, joined by Katana Prime. I know you guys are excited, but also not commentating this top 8, but also competing in it. Let me pull up this bracket for you guys. You guys can see that this dude not only is going to be commentating this bracket, also commentating his own match, going up against fellow Floridian, say that 10 times fast, Samij in that loser's side bracket. Welcome to top 8, KP, and welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for putting on the event. You know what I'm saying? For the community. I came in week 2 trying to catch up with some of these kids, man. This tournament has given me hope that I can hang with the young bucks every now and then. So, you know, here we are. Hopefully it's not the last appearance, either on the mic or competing in top 8. I'm glad to do it. Absolutely.
We reached out earlier and you said that, you know, about the finale, and you said, I'm trying to make it in the finale. And I'm like, all right, man, I got you. You're currently sitting in 17th in points.
Hey,
so
listen, man.
I'm gonna pull up the standings, and you're literally the 1 slot below how many names I grabbed. So KP sitting in 17th in points, and that's only one good performance away from cracking not his leaderboard, potentially that top 8. You know, reaching the halfway point here. It's an 8-week series, and then after that, top 8 in points will be in that finale, and it is for the first time overcoming Full Auto as Combat sitting in first in the standings. Full Auto had a massive grip on that up until a couple of these top seeds had some, you know, performances that we weren't used to. Full Auto and Splash had gotten 3 top 8s in a row, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to make top 8 in these Coliseum tournaments with 400 plus people playing in it, by the way.
Yeah, it reminds me of traditional pro sports, right? Full Auto going on an absolute tear, just wrecking the online space with that custom Sindel, right?
Oh. Just
his gameplay. If you take the names off the screen and you put the Sindels up, you know which one is being played by Full Auto. So with full force on that, it seems like the whole bracket's been willing to, you know, take a piece of him as Combat quietly rises to the top. But let's see if we can have an answer for it, man. I got close, but going up against Gur, I believe it is. No, Gur and King Gambler, and then Combat and Kerbo. Oh yeah, that's
it is Gambler, Gur, Combat, and Show Off. And Combat, Dangsure sounded scared earlier when we were talking about it.
I got shook because of the group chat we have earlier. K7 Show Off said some stupid shit like buff Sub-Zero or Nurse. I don't know. It was stupid. We wanted to ban him. Yeah, from the broadcast, but it's all love. We'll take it one match at a time, and we'll have a shakeup in points tonight too. I expect K7 to actually go pretty far. As in my commentator mode, you know, as a player, he can go 0-2. It's all good, but we're on dual roles tonight, and he can show off. Definitely to the grand finals. I wouldn't be surprised.
If that's not the most wholesome. Like, listen, on commentary, 100% professional. Good luck to everyone. I hope everybody wins. As a player, everyone eats shit and die.
Exactly. We could DQ Samij right now if he's late. You know what I'm saying? Florida stuff, and that's okay. We take those from every position, baby. We take them.
There are no friends in the bracket, okay, guys?
Not at all.
That's where everything is thrown out the window. First match on the stream is going to be King Gambler going up against Gur. Is KP a little bit low?
I don't know.
Let me turn him up a little bit.
We can bring it closer. You know what I'm saying? I could turn up. We can do all of the things to make sure all of the things happen. Let me get some more gain out there for y'all. See if that makes a difference. Talk to me. And then we will figure it out as we go along. Since we're starting things off with King Gambler and Gur, we have some leeway to really get it popping and let me know what's going on.
Sorry, I was having a little bit of fun there. Oh, man, we already got a match. These guys accepting those invites mighty quick. Here we go. CGL's King Gambler, Dynamic Focus. Gur.
All right, thank y'all very much. I just changed the settings, so we good. If anything happens with the mic, please let me know. Don't be afraid. But no surprises here. The king of the eternal sands in Gur, Gearus main from day -85, whenever the reveal happened, all the way throughout the entirety of Mortal Kombat 11's life, just shifting as the tiers do in terms of variation. No surprise there, but King Gambler, man who started blinded by the blood that is scarlet, has finally found his way through Matoka. And
what a reverse! What a tectonic shift in player style. Oh, I'm talking to Nanchos. I'm letting him rock.
Oh, sick. I was too, but Kolosseum, so it's all good.
That's what I had to say. But what I was talking about, that shift in play style that we saw from King Gambler being one of the premier zoners of our community to nothing but rushdown.
Yeah, all day up top. Command grab to start things off. Oh no, explosion. This is Gur we're talking about. This man is the king of conversions, the king of stealing turns, low key. Geras, for all of his nerfs and changes to his playstyle with the strings, one thing has remained, and that is a 6-frame down one. All right,
6-frame down, and wow, Gur's mix up off of that is insane. He's got a mid command grab to follow up, and then you have to respect the jails. And not only that, the #1, oh my goodness, #1 when in terms of conversions and thinking ahead with this Eternal Geras. And look at that conversion just to start us off. Gur on the board early, and it's going to be Gambler fighting for control and trying to rush Gur down, who is probably the best at keeping you away and playing his own game.
Yeah,
there it is.
All that pressure and feeling of nature, I don't think Sand works in the Nightwolf department. It's Geras. Command grab to the corner once again. Big punches to the face, and we are looking at a one-player game thus far, Aquaman. One-player game.
Dude, this is just Gur loading up training mode and going ham right now, practicing these setups. Here we go. This is something for Gambler, getting it down 3 on hit, and initiating the mix.
I thought this was a wholesome stream, but it looks like you forgot to tell Gambler to go AFK. Instead, we are just getting a just dominating fashion win early up on. There's the overhead to get something popping. No follow-up. Didn't want to risk the juggle and put himself in a breakaway punish situation. But Gur, unhandy, down 2 immediately after. Yeah, what are we talking about?
What's that? Just making the read and then end the double-digit plus right. Oh my God!
And then just lays him down next to the holographic cactus, put him right back in tune with the force of nature that he came from. Nightwolf, we missed you. It's been a long time since MK9, but Geras is the new character on the block. Geras is one of the new faces of Mortal Kombat 11, and Geras is a villain who only lives to serve Kronika. Step 1 complete, 1-0 in favor of George.
That was a dominant display of Mortal Kombat 11 and Eternal Geras, and Gur is just the madman behind, you know, the controls, and is probably #1 in utilizing those tools that the character gives him. And I could talk great about Gur all night long. What I want to see here from Gambler a little bit, he had a couple of good reads early on, trying to punish Gur for being the best in the world at flawless blocking jump-ins, by the way. So Gambler already trying to throw in a lot of empty jumps right there, just missing out on a couple of key conversions, couple of, you know, couple situations that just didn't go his way.
You speak on how we look at Gur as like this established man, right? And King Gambler is no surprise, but in the past few months, we're watching another man ascend in front of our eyes. And there is nothing better for community or storylines than the continuation of building new stars, right? As much as we love Sonic, as much as we love Ninja Killer, no one wants to see them win every single time. And the deeper the talent pool, you know, the better for everybody, viewers, competitors, as we all grow along. But Gur is like, you know what, bro? I'm one of the early guards here at MK11, so you can hold that.
For
He's
sure.
actually gone to Texas and won events, and Gur looking as strong as ever continually throughout the life.
100%. And even going into Final Combat, right? Gur had to be in. He was in my, and I think everybody's minimum top 3, you know, in that last chance qualifier, just because the skill is there, you know, barely missing out, just a couple of performances here and there, but has really found himself this Eternal Gears and stepping back through time, the master of it here. Jeez.
Yeah. And how is Gur so good at it, right?
I know.
He's known for being possibly the nicest man in the community.
No! You don't make that read. You don't make that read. I'm just gonna advance Gur. Honestly, I'm just gonna advance him.
I like it. I'm trying to give him props, but I was about to double back and call him a terrible human for playing the Atom and Geras back to back. But when you have so many skill and beautiful moments like that temporal advantage, it's kind of hard to hate on him, even when you don't want to.
Oh, absolutely. Even playing him, I want to strangle him because of what he's doing to me. But at the same time, he's such a great guy, and he's just playing so well. Like, you can't be mad. Oh, the tick.
Just like that command grab. If you go to strangle Gur, he's probably gonna meet you with that same hug. All right, as Gambler trying to figure it out from about half a screen away, looking for the string into the plus frames. Gur using that to his advantage to get the command grab as Joey sits in the same spot. Gur has all 4 bars of meter, both on offense and defense, and he's getting King Gambler to not do anything and respect all the mix-ups.
Ooh, and went for a flawless block right there. Look at that, messed up a flawless block up 2, got a short hop 2, got the hit, and then knew that the clone was out there, teleported, and then applied pressure. He just is always thinking ahead with this.
Yeah, same thing, and you could take a look and give props to his defense as well. He's getting out of that reverse time at the exact moment, you know, kind of akin to doing a breakaway at the right time. But as much as Gur's been like in control, King Gambler's one combo away and then one sequence away. We know how much that fatal blow does for Nightwolf.
This is gonna be 120, not quite enough. Puts up the clone, he doesn't go anywhere. But guess the shoulder charge through it. One more, couldn't do it, gets to the overhead.
Oh my
and that's
God.
gonna be the round. But guess what?
Just enough to get the conversion, and you saw it. When you saw Gambler whip that stand forward, you better believe that that was a shoulder charge attempt. It did not work in his favor, and what did Gambler do? He did shoulder
Just
charge
did it again.
immediately after, because that is the mind of a man who was not going to watch himself die. Recognizes Gur does not have the defensive meter to escape, and is able to pull off the full optimal combo with the fatal blow to stay alive here in game 2.
You gotta do something there. That's wonderful position as Gur's back to the corner. You saw the clone go away, so can't teleport out of dodge. Gonna get aggressive. No, it's Gur turning up the aggression here. The slam, and welcome to the jam. Now what's for breakfast? Gonna empty jump, says, I'm gonna keep you guessing all night long.
Gur's a big boy. You know you gotta have 2 meals in the morning. One of them top Gambler with the flawless block to change some of the timing of the string coming out and interrupting with that fantastic 1-1 of Nightwolf. Double dashes to stay in his face, and Gambler not afraid to play the up-close game where Gur has shined thus far. However, when you get that momentum from the last round where he essentially stole it to come back, people tend to ride that wave.
Absolutely, and what a call out by Gur right there. It's gonna be a massive punish as the offensive bar. Are we gonna get the setup?
Not this time. One last hope and not going
down.
down.
Chat, I apologize.
Here's the throw to set things off. Plus frames for favor and Gambler. How's he follow up? Still on the offensive empty jump. Trying to bait another flawless block attack out of Gur and punish that overhead. Instead, Gur stays patient. Disciplined, but the dash up command grab. Let's take it a ride. Run up to the win column. Have Aquaman hit that button. That is 2 command grabs for 2 wins. Gur riding his way cleanly to the winner's finals.
And just how many mix-ups have you seen? Like, I've been trying to guess along with King Gambler. I think I've guessed wrong about every single time. Whether you know, off of down 1 on hit right, he can jail into the 1-1. He can command grab you. He can down 1 again. Wanna know why? Because he's Geras and he's got a 6-frame down 1. But again, every time he's done down 1 on hit, it's that multiple way guess, and I've seen Gambler guess wrong with me every single time. There at the end, eating the 1-1 into a full 36% combo into the corner, and then earlier it's the same thing. You guess that he's gonna jail, you get command grabs all the way to the effing corner, and it's just rinse repeat. What?
Can you stop scaring me? I have to play in this top 8, and like these guys are too good.
They're alright. They're pretty good at the game.
It could be pretty much over, but let's see if King Gambler has some fight left in him now. A lot of points on the line. There's a difference between 3rd and 5th, although the gap is not as big as traditional tournament circuits as you wanted to have people force consistency to make it. I commend that decision, by the way. Game 3, does Gambler have anything left in the tank? Is the heart and spirit bigger in Texas as well? We'll find out here on the ship where Geras met his demise.
I want to touch on earlier that you mentioned Gur coming to Texas and winning a tournament. He really came here for the Raising Canes. Winning a Mortal Kombat tournament was just a bonus at the end of the day. This man loves him some chicken tenders. Well, here we go, Gambler with what might be the very first health lead of the set, and initiating the mix himself. Just a classic strike throw game. They're going to see a King Gambler, and that may have been one of the only times where we've actually seen Gambler get a clean hit, but I don't think we've seen one full combo out of Gambler besides the one that killed with the fatal blow.
Yeah, you know what else we don't see much? That interactable, dropping the contents from the net. I think Gur, as the interactable master of the two,
only
is the only player in MK11 who actually gets that interactable hit. Like, what is wrong with you?
110% right there. He was known as that back in Injustice, picking up where he left off here in Mortal Kombat 11, coming in hot with the body splash, tries to open him up with a delay into the forward two, thinking Gambler would respect, but because that those jump-ins were nerfed a little bit. Oh man!
Yeah, he tried to get in, but instead of opening up Gambler, he left the door open. Here's a big stunk, a little bit of lightning. Check this out. Pow! And the last hit,
so much damage
there. 4-1, 4-1-4 across the board. King Gambler refusing to lay down. He's got that Texas spirit power up right now. I know Mama Gambler is watching, and she'll be mad if I say something bad about my baby brother.
No. Let's not bad talk Zoe here. But that is where they hid the unblockable lightning for Nightwolf, was in the fatal blow, believe it or not, because that hurts.
There you go.
And here we go, full screen. Gurge just playing with the space. He's literally just playing with it right now, KP. Thinking, what can I do here? And of course, he knew exactly what the dial-in post-teleport right there.
Yeah, outside of that mistake there from Gambler, I like what he's doing. After Gur sets up the clone, he's not in a hurry to dash forward or any action that'll get him caught by a sand trap. Instead, he's just wasting his time, just slowly, knowing that Gur has to actually hit him. It's okay to take some chip and jump out of the 4-2-2, excuse me?
That was a read on possibly the 4-2 tech throw, and Gur just waking up with a down 2. The Batman, and it did it Combat League. Let's take back everything that we said.
That was so weird because Gambler actually ducked on a read himself, but then he got up too early to eat the down two, only to fall victim to the next read from Gerb back to back. Okay, Gerb making it look easy. I understand that there are currently levels to this, and Gur is above all of them.
You know Gur has that flawless block dialed in. That's why you're seeing the empty jumps in play here from King Gambler, and I love that the meta has started to evolve around that.
Little Yomi going back and forth, adaptation of the highest level. These guys didn't make it on the winner's side by luck or any stretch of the imagination. It is King Gambler okay with trades now, but Gur gonna come in and force the issue.
Big health lead here. It's gonna start. Trido get with the throw, the late breakaway too, and that was kind of a. That's gonna come back to haunt Gur massively. And what a round there by Gambler, finally grasping some momentum in this set, slowing Gur down a little bit. And it's, you know, those shifts of momentum have really come from Gambler coming off that fatal blow and in the clutch. And don't be afraid to spend those resources early, because that's exactly what set the tone in that match.
Yeah, not at all. We're gonna howl to the moon, looking for some type of good luck. These another 2 wins to run it back. But Gambler's been down before. He's been down before. This is nothing new, nothing special. He understands the concept that, hey, it takes 3 wins to advance here. And as long as I have that 2 in the win column, I have a chance.
At KIT, Gambler, I believe, had 3 or 4 reverse 3-0s in brackets.
Yes.
It was insanity.
My God. Yo, my arm is still recovering from his mom, like, gripping me, talking about how she's gonna kick her son's ass because he doesn't listen. She's like, you're gonna give us a heart attack, and I can't deal with this, KP.
Every single match of his, and there's been a lot of them in the Kolosseum so far that have just gone the distance, and Gambler makes it work. You know, it's as if he doesn't come alive until the pressure's put on. Well, when you're down 0-2 in a top 8, pressure's on, and guess what? Sometimes it makes diamond. Oh, does Gur know, like... Is he like, okay, 2 seconds ago, I was this far away, this is gonna be kind of hard to punish? Like, does he have everything, like, at the back of his mind? Because I wouldn't. I'll be honest with you guys. It's the anti-air to jump kick. KP, I think your mic got muted.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, there we go.
We out here. We out here. I'm just amazed at the ability for Joey to take all of the reads and literally shift every read in his favor in this 4th game. Not laying down. 1-1 sand trap are going to come in handy for him trying to jump out on the read from another command grab. The forward 3 coming through. Big ass headbutt, you know, just dark side things.
Oh,
Scoop.
we're going to the corner. No, I'm shocked that Gur didn't hold it all the way just for the corner presence. You know, if you hold it, goes much farther. Almost could have got a crushing blow right there. Nice down 2 from King Gambler. Says, I've seen this too many times. This is what we call mid-set adjustments.
Yeah, Gambler isn't that old, but taking it to the most OG of effective anti-airs. The down 2, the beautiful MK1 strats, a man who wasn't even close to being bored, just taking the legacy and doing what works best in a situation where he didn't need to take more than a simple risk. Keeping it safe is Gur. There's a short hop. Nice reaction from Gambler.
There it is.
Finally. We were looking for it all day. Gur finally waking up with that flawless block, but not on the hit confirm.
Yeah, missing out. That's something that we rarely see out of Gur. Another drop right there, taking the risk as well. And the forward 2 getting the anti, but we see that so many times where Gambler makes the decision to go the forward 2. And Gur's been pretty jumpy this entire set. That's why you saw him initiate that down 2 at the end of the first round here.
Yeah, luckily enough for Gambler that he's not inputting the entire string, just the 2 hits, and then confirming whether or not to let it go to save himself from those jump situations and not face a massive punish that could result in a crushing blow coming from Geras. But instead, he's going to get carried a little bit. Starfish in play. This is Gur we're talking about, so you know he wants to use the interactable. Instead, backs off, playing the same game. And you gotta love when your flawless block attempt works as an OS, because short hops are not only immune to lows, but they're immune to throws as well. Double the knowledge, double the punishment.
Oh, there it is!
Looking to close this out.
That's the next DLC character right there. That is Patrick, the Starfish, by the way.
I like it.
It's finally happening. Oh, gets to hit some of the down one and changing things up there was Gursky whipping with the full string of the 4-2-1-2. And of course, I think that he put intentionally, hear me out, intentionally whipped the entirety of 4-2-1-2 just so he can go back even further. Gur, stop it.
You know what? Normally I wouldn't let that rock, but because Gur's up and he's been showing that he just knows, we'll accept that this time.
Right.
Control advantage, gonna try to squeeze as much damage as he can out of this. KB in play, not quite, but Gambler right on the edge of the favorite sound to hear in the game. That oh so sweet that lets you know you have that armored 30+ damage, unbreakable fatal blow if you can get it off.
Oh, we're going to the corner. I think this is it.
KP, opportunity. Called out on the perfect spot in the beach. Garrus marking that special spot. He came, he shared this with Chronica. I'm telling you, they laid in the sand. And she said, one day, when the new era will rise, you will carry a man from here, and it will win you a tournament match. And Gerd took that to heart. The fatality on top of it. Peel his wig back, peel his entire body back, and earn yourself a spot in the winners finals. Congratulations, Gerd. 3-1 over King Gambler.
I actually looked away. I'm actually sick of that fatality. NetherRealm, you did a great job of grossing me out.
You know, it's crazy too that it's held that just notoriety for its nastiness from the first time we saw it. I mean, when they shared that one pre-release, it was like, excuse me? Like, what is actually going on here? This is disgusting. And here we are, you know, almost a year later. Damn. April 23rd, huh? Right around the corner. Anyway, almost a year later, and it's still great. It reminds me of things you never get tired of, like an MKX, right? Kung Lao's back throw, that brutality, never got tired of it. Here we are 5 years later, and I still see it, and I'm like, this is great. So I think that fatality, excuse me, from Garrus is gonna be turning stomachs from now until the end of eternity.
Coming up next, we're going to have K7 Show-Off going up against Combat. Gambler going to go down to loser's bracket. We'll be facing the winner of you versus Samij.
Oh. Wait, hold up. Hey, yo, Joey, man.
That's when KP realizes I probably should have been taking notes.
I definitely signed up for this. The funniest part about this too is when we talked to get everything lined up, right? Getting the picture and everything for the promo, right? Aquaman goes, you know what? Hey, thank you. Good luck, by the way. If you make top 8, we will just push. So I appreciate the support. Yep. Aquaman, but
yeah, I actually did call it out like pre when the week started. I'm like, you know. Yeah, us commentators have been kind of cooking in 2020.
Pay attention, Vendetta. Of course, man. You know we just weave it in there, baby. We just weave it in there. All right? I hope y'all are having fun, man. Welcome again. This is the Kolosseum, week 4. Free, crowdfunded. All the links are everywhere, man. Sign up, join the fun, make a run. All of the best players just about are entering week in and week out. It is extremely sweaty, but if you want to escape the world at large and come back into an offline tournament scene with some heightened skills, this is a very good chance. I'm waiting to see the transition of all of us just being locked into our Ethernet cables for all this time. I want to see how it's going to go. But speaking of the finale, crowdfunded, baby. Pay attention. Use all the codes. And Aquaman, man, tell them exactly how it goes.
All right, so Matcherino, this is for the individual week. We're already at $165. You guys can see all the payouts on here as well. Going to go to top 3 tonight, unless we break $500. Go ahead and contribute if you guys can. You can contribute for free. Doing some retweets for G Fuel over here. The code has actually been used up, so guys, good job. Wonderful job actually using all of the promo codes just for the individual week. Then we've also got the prize pool for the finale as well, which I'll go ahead and pull up. That is currently sitting at $2,270.40. We got a big pot for that finale coming up. We also got a match, K7 Show-Off, Noble, Combat, and Combat dang sure didn't want to play Sub-Zero. So I'm curious how he approaches this, and if we're going to see a little bit of hesitance from Combat, who is notorious for not being afraid to press the buttons.
All right, let's... Yo, shout out to all my Combat leaguers, K7 with that gold skin. Y'all know what time it is. And yeah, Combat whiffing a string early. Very uncharacteristic to whiff from that far out. We're talking Sub-Zero here. Although back 1 is a high, Sub-Zero's range to like close you out and cook you up is definitely on the higher end of like characters. Like just throwing stuff out there, and there's the backdash.
How great is that backdash into something? It is so scary how quickly that actually comes out, hard to react. And we've already seen Show-Off throw 1-4-2 to start that conditioning early on, and that's about what we see average in a best of 5 from him is 1-4-2. So he's getting started early.
I mean, these things aren't incredibly hard, especially when you have the movement of a Sub-Zero. Like, people talk about, like, the guessing, right, between the back 3 or 4-2, but that's just a part of the puzzle. That's one of the more effective ones. His movement is ridiculous. You still have a 6-frame down 1, and you're able to control the pace once you get on the offense, but not to be outdone, it is Johnny Cage, one of the top rushdown characters in the game.
Absolutely.
And Combat so effective. He started his offense, and then we didn't see Show-Off play for the rest of that round.
And guess what? We're about to see it again if he gets him to the corner. I was about to mention, it's almost like, you know, just backdash to that projectile. Hold up. I didn't think that had invincibility.
Listen, man, we find out new things every day, baby. That's why we need to continue playing the game to flush everything out.
Is this Injustice 1? Hold up. Do you remember that? Remember those Backdash Interactable or something? Oh! But no, almost doing what Sub-Zero did back in the day, putting someone in the corner and it feels like jail. That's what Johnny can do in this game. And it's gonna need a miracle here to show off, but you know, the comeback potential of Sub-Zero is definitely there. But also the flip side, Showstopper in 3 for 3, getting burned for attempting the forward 4+ range. Wow.
It's gonna be enough for death. And you know what, Aquaman, I'm very proud of you, man. You talked about jail and death and Injustice 1, and you played Ares, who was a block infinite victim at round start. So we've come a long way, all right? Going on the days on the extreme, rushed out of Superman, but you brought it up, boss, so I had to point it out.
There's a reason I drink alcohol. I got block infinite.
Yo,
and I paid money to get block infinite. I paid someone else.
Johnny Cage.
Oh man, life sucks and then you die. It's all good. So speaking of that, I'll make sure I take some shots with you tonight while I'm out here.
I had
combat.
Oh, I was gonna mention right after Evo, where Grand Finals was DJT versus KDZ. Both of them were in my next pool at the next major. Like, no, I'm good. What are y'all doing? Anyways, that's in the past. As Grafiki once said in The Lion King, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get into game number 2 of Combat versus Show Off, and Show Off, you're right, uncharacteristically whiffing out here in this top 8 early on.
All right, going up top, back in front of things, setting things off with that regular fireball. Now it's a high, but the speed of it controls the pace so great. You can't really react to the Showstopper fireball, but it was a stand forward to the face. It's gonna tell Combat to take a break on his way in, but what does he do? Defiant as ever. Combat in his personal life, in his gameplay, kind of just does what he wants. You gotta love it. K7's gonna have to adjust to it.
And here we go. This is that jail I was talking about. Welcome here, and even on the drop, picks it back up, or he could 1-2-4, gets some plus frames on hit, has a wonderful knockdown, and throwing a little bit of gibbons right there, eating the 2-1-2, letting you rip there to Show Off. Just wanted to have a little bit of breathing room with that pushback, and now has to try to make a miracle comeback.
And even though Combat has a massive life lead, there's a win in this round here for K7. Being able to escape the corner in that sequence got everything back to big screen. So if this doesn't go as he would like it to, as the force ball connects,
moral victory.
You're playing an entirely new game, of neutral right here, because you do not want to be in the corner against Johnny Cage as he has his way.
That's where matchups are taken completely out the door, and you are just going to be in some guesses. Here we go, the 4-2 coming from Show Off early. What's the guess here? Gonna meet him down one. Oh no, it didn't jail.
Unfortunate time for Combat, who just turned 17 on Monday. He is now a part of the Too Old Club. He can no longer react to forward.
Is he only 17? Oh no.
He is only 17, and his beard is more than I've ever had in my life, but that's okay. He only Rewind and Sonic Fox are allowed to react to forward 2 now. Welcome to the Old Club, 30 plus. As K7 looks to keep him out of positioning. Thought the jump and punch wouldn't connect, but not only did he get outspaced for the follow-up string, he also got flawless block. But back to the forward 2 we go. Overhead coming in clutch both times.
Yeah, waking up with it, trying to shoot him there, Show Off, whipping that back one again. It looks like Combat prepared, gets a massive air-to-air, and once breakfast here, tries to get him.
Forward 2.
Oh, yes, there it is, and that's it. Stand for. This is a different K7. This is a different K7.
He's too old. He is 17 years of age now. He is not of the special blood. Do forward 2 and win the game. K7 staying alive.
To the point that he woke up forward 2 in the corner, and it worked. Like, that's some next level savagery, but you're gonna need it here if you're gonna slow down Johnny Cage. Beautiful whip punish, finally got Combat the whip here, and now some momentum. Health lead, corner time, baby. What's the mix?
And keeping it grounded right there. Another pickup on the same punish from the same string. Combat getting a little too liberal with that string. Heavy recovery, not good in the slightest. Forward 2, 100% success rate. This is gonna be a crushing blow. Aquaman. Combat does not have the deep speed to stop it. K7 running away with game 1.
1 away now for Show Off, waiting out the pressure here. Coming to the mix, that's the ship out right now, but also safety, not taking a massive risk. He gets the flawless block in the up 2, and Show Off just showed off on us here. What a turnaround from that first round, and I think that all stemmed from getting out of the corner, taking a deep breath.
Pressing forward 2. That's all you have to do.
And forward 2. This is the most I've ever seen him forward 2, and I've commentated K7, and I think the last, 19 online tournaments that I've ran.
Yeah, K7 is one of those pure guys who's just wants to prove that he doesn't need that. He doesn't need to rely on it. But here's the thing, and I talked to him the other day about this. Who cares, bro? Yeah. You definitely have neutral. You definitely can do it all. Win. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to know who that reminds me of? Do you remember Injustice 1 Gur, where he came out with Bane, and then everyone was like, oh, he's just baning people. Yeah. And he's like, F you guys. Let me get a top 16 with Joker real quick.
let me one up you. Remember MK9 where our good friend Buster did not want to use the resets?
Didn't want to use the resets.
He was wholesome. Yeah, man. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Get that W. And it is what it is. Gerd terrorized us with the Atom, so he learned, quickly.
Do you remember when he? Do you remember when he mirrored Maxter at Evo, and then Maxter went Johnny?
Yes, hold that. But it's a new day, baby. Everybody is ahead. Everybody understands that the talent pool is so deep nowadays. That's one of the things, my personal favorite thing about MK11, what makes it so exciting, that so many players are good. Here's the 4-4 to set it off. Plus frames, K7 is in your house, who also celebrated a birthday this week. Him and his twin brother Vaughn, they are 20 years old, so K7 can't react anymore either. What is
They shouldn't react to that back three coming in hot.
I'm too old for this top 8, bro. I gotta get out.
Listen, man. Listen, we don't react. We only make reads every second of the match. That's what we do. That's what we do in our age.
Yeah, but speaking of experience combat, no stranger to tough situations at the highest level. He is a Final Combat finalist. All right, he's been on the top stages of just about every stage imaginable. So it's nothing for him to have a mental just shift and get right, as you see right there, with the patience, not panicking as K7 tries to maneuver his way out of the crowd, out of the corner. Nothing doing. Take this throw.
That was a ballsy wake-up down one there by K7 to get Johnny off of you. Now, of course, that's a good read on him doing the stand one, but if you're off by a millisecond, that 1-2's cooking you.
Oh, man, it catches the toes. $500 sunglasses. I'm not sure how much the shoes cost, but they aren't freeze-free. Not in the slightest, but he'll take a picture, pose for the frames. They've both been here since MK1. Keep it for the memories of the evolution, but instead, K7's beautiful anti-air. And what do we say, Aquaman? 100% success rate. Forward 2.
Working out for him so far, and K7, got a victory over Samish to get here, but remember how he had a match against an upgraded Jackie and back tutor out of the sky? This kid's reactions are insane. And another forward 2. 100% success rate. That is going to be like they didn't have the bar to close out. This is going to be a chip at this point. Maybe 1, 2, 3 or back 3. No, hits him with the back 1. Show off has so many whip punishes with back 1 throughout his young competitive history. And both of these guys, very young competitive histories. This is, I think, Combat's first Mortal Kombat competitively as well.
Yeah, it is.
And it's shocking that he's playing a neutral heavy game when he played Firestorm. I'm gonna be the one to say it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Combat, how's it feel to age and get old? Sucks, doesn't it? Get bopped by these overheads. I don't want to see you complaining on Twitter if you lose this. Anyway, nice
we'll
jump
see you in 10 years.
Get the combo started. Gonna spin the bar on the EX Ice Ball to get more damage out of it and go into the grounded crushing blow. K7 not leaving anything on the floor in this final round here, but instead gets called out on the backdash, back 3 mix-up. Okay. Cute stuff for the frames there. Was able to continue the combo either way, but pretty even set as Combat finally reaches with that 4-3, just the tip of the shoe.
Multiple times he's actually caught up with those max distance back 3s and forward 3s, just not blocking his show off. The backdash and the ice ball though is gonna turn on one more mix. He didn't come in. That was game over.
Oh, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Show off electing to let the combo go in favor of the mix. Hits the 4-2 on the head, but does not commit to either the ice ball or the fatal blow. He got cold feet, and unfortunately, he needed a cold ice ball to close that one out. Johnny Cage gonna shake it off, go to the fans in Combat. Can I say it? Stealing that match.
Absolutely stolen. Call the police on that one. Policia show up. We have an emergency. K7 should have used the element which brings life, man.
Yeah, it was a K7 unit on that one, calling the boys in, trying to sniff out the mix-up, stop them right in his tracks before the crime could be even committed and show off. Instead, it's going to have to show out. Back to the character selection and hold it down, man. It is crazy.
I said sometimes the 50-50, 50-50's you too. And you know what? It really do be like that sometimes. Sometimes. I can't believe that, but that was literally the one that he didn't commit to, and he was so successful on before. And that would have been, I think, the final nail in the coffin for Combat as far as being inside of his head and really opening up some back 3s in this final round. But now it's Combat who's got that momentum.
Oh, okay. Well, wake up 4-3. How about that? Don't you walk away from me. You come and talk to me, all right? I raise the next door. I raise the next leader of this franchise.
If you don't see Combat wake up buttons, he handed off the pad to somebody else. That's just the way it is. Wake up with the jump. Why not?
I'm telling you, man, Combat's the best word for his playstyle is defiant. You can't make him do anything. He just does not care. Look at this. Again, back to back. Wake Up jumps on the hard knockdown that keeps him close. The follow-up 4-3, calling out all of the walk-back from K7. And getting that full combo, man, to the corner. Now K7 in trouble. Wake Up down one, right back at you. 6 frames of pain. You don't pick it up. Beautiful conversion. And K7 is one of the absolute best at that.
One mix away, and there it is.
Gonna make sure he presses it that time. Hits the fatal blow. You know this animation all too well. Gonna slide him across the floor. Man, so much damage on the final hit of that slam. Just when you thought you were all good, Sub-Zero's like, hold up. You know, the last part hasn't hit yet. Let me give you a big chunk. About 60 damage worth of unscaled minimum every time, regardless of the combo into.
One of those privileged fatal blows that the scaling just kind of goes out the window, but you know.
Absolutely.
Does he need it? Question mark. Neutral's been reset here, and this is.
This is combat being defiant?
I was literally about to say this is where someone just gets clipped raw, and then he did raw shadow kick and it worked because.
Yeah, right on point. Every single time, Aquaman 100% success rate on that forward 2. And K7 actually strategically using it, not just going all hand with it in the right spots, whether to gain corner position, to get the closeout on the win, to close things, make the life lead not as big for combat. K7 is just absolutely smart with the placement, and don't expect it now. Just get the follow-up.
Wow.
K7 showing off.
That was insane. That was actually insane. The anti-air conversion, beautiful, by the way. You know what? I'm going to clip that. We're going to have our first replay as we're setting up our first game number 5 on the night. I get to press a couple of hot-ass buttons. But let me see if this replay is working tonight.
Yeah, the only thing hot about forward 2 is your head once you get tapped with it every single time. I just get frustrated.
We're getting the whole round.
I used to tweet about it, and then I just gave up because like it just sucks. As we look into it right now, follow up to the corner. Let's see. Combat trying to be defiant, right? He wanted to wake up press, but got met with the 1-2 to stay right in his place. Look at this.
Missed the hit confirm, then tried to reverse the position by jumping over. Then the beautiful anti-air into the even more beautiful conversion and gets the read on the up 3. And Show Off gonna send us to our first game number 5 of the night. Disgusting.
So not only did Combat like try to catch him with the buttons on the way up, that didn't happen. Then he got opened up again. Then he woke up. I'm telling you, it's just defiance.
Liu Kang.
Wait a minute. Combat switching to Liu Kang when the pressure is on right here. Interesting choice. Does main the entire roster. And we'll see what he can do here. K7 gonna be very familiar with this matchup as well. This variation very highly seen it competitively. And KP, this is your first one. Hype up game 5 right now.
Oh, you know what time it is, man. Red fire. Push the goddamn button.
We just set the Kolosseum ablaze right here. 2-2. First game 5 of the night. Show Off. Combat on the winner's side. Winner guaranteed top 3. Guaranteed into the money, by the way, with a victory.
Oh, wait a minute now. I don't know about this fire graphic. Is this like, are you trying to say something about Liu Kang? Is this set up? Let me find out that the Kolosseum has some rules I don't know about. K7 gets the flawless block up 2 to quell that fire.
I'm trying to put out
this Aquaman can set it off.
I'm trying to put out a sunny day for him. That's a Pokemon reference. I don't know if anybody got that. I'm trying to boost fire moves over here, but giving him the cold shoulder is Show Off getting out of the corner of the walk up forward for the balls by Combat to dash up into the pressure there. When Show Off's been putting out active frames with the down 4 in the back one there.
Yeah, he's going to elect to keep the crushing blow locked and loaded for the counter hit on that forward 4. And again, defiance coming through. One fireball fired up by followed up by a flying kick. Ooh, a whole mouthful there. And there's the backdash again. One of the great Sub-Zero characteristics for his moveset.
Wow. And my man got hit, and then we still swung. That is that's a madman. That is Combat.
Explain it to me, Aquaman. Explain it.
There is no explanation. You cannot condition the unconditionable. But still alive here is Show Off. And Show Off just wait. He's waiting for the amplification, and that stand 1 was the amplified fireball that would have connected. Combat.
Absolutely. Combat knew that, though. He kept an eye on the meter and just threw out as many fireballs as he can, just like he threw out that flying kick. Man does not care. Gonna get met with a swift boot to the face. K7 trying to take off, backs out completely away. He just knows at this point that Combat is gonna do something once he gets in the ring. They are who we thought they were, and Combat is showing him time and time again.
Are you kidding me? And Combat again got a hit. Down 3, didn't respect the frames, did dash up forward 4 for the second time in that situation. Not afraid of Show Off stopping the pressure. Nice punish there with the crouch, and we're going back to the corner.
Yeah, keeping it safe, waiting his turn. K7 playing on the more traditional side of things as Combat trying to get it crazy. And we are going to a final round here on the other half of the winners semifinal. Who's it going to be?
This is insanity right now. Oh my goodness, what's it going to come down to? Great position right now for Showoff if he can land the hit here. And calling out the aggressiveness. I like that adjustment by Showoff to have something active there that he's going to move into. And this is Combat fighting. Fighting the position
from Combat. Yeah, keeping it with the stand one.
Wow.
What? Excuse me? Do you want to lose, sir?
That was, I don't even know what that was, but come in. Maybe thought he was going to make a read on the stagger. Catch him swinging there. And here we are. Even on the stagger there, Combat trying to steal a turn with that stand one. This is going to be Lugang and the massive read. The monumental read from Showoff to micro duck in that situation.
Aquaman. Guess what's coming
4-2.
You know what time it is, and that should be just off the interactive K7 going to the 100% move throughout the entirety of the set. Listen, man, I like to think we know what we're talking about sometimes. That's why we do this. And Combat going down to losers. K7 continuing this phenomenal run here in week 4. He is going to line up with Gurr in the winners final. Also guaranteed top 3. That's a big chunk of points, Aquaman, as these men try to make an easier step towards the final week in and week out.
Big chunk of points, and they're in the money. Guaranteed top 3. Top 3 is getting paid out this week, guys. Unless that pot gets a little too high, then the payouts, of course, shift. That was one of my favorite things to work on was working out the bigger incentives and the bigger payouts. And shouts to Maturino for the crowdfunding. You guys have absolutely been crushing it, so thank you for all the support from you guys as well. These players, you know, playing for a little bit of pocket change on the week, and that finale is getting up there. Let me tell you.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna drop a splash in there tonight or sometime around finals. We'll see what's good. But yeah, don't if you are in full support, man, and you can. It doesn't matter what it is, man. Even if it's 50 cents, you know, to whatever the price may be, it all goes towards the cause. You know, Aquaman is good for it. You know, we've seen this man on plenty of online circuits. The players have gotten paid week in and week out when that's become a thing. So, if you want to support and you want to continue to see hype matches, a good run tournament, and everything, you know, I'm here and I've been here before, so it ain't about me. But when I see every week that when Aquaman said, "Yo, this is for the community." If you're a person who goes by actions, all you got to do is look at the cards, baby. Just look at them every week. Bringing in the talent, opening the gates to everybody in a Wi-Fi users can hold that shit. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? You're all welcome here. Go ahead.
That's honestly what I wanted the Kolosseum to be, was literally just for what has transpired, which is, you know, something for all of us, whether it be to watch or to participate in. You know, for the competitive integrity, I did have to keep this region locked and without Wi-Fi because at the end of the day, I want this to be an enjoyable experience for the players as well, you know. So unfortunately, I can't do all the regions myself. I don't have the sanity or the time in the week to do so. But I do know that other people are working on other regions with online series. And this is actually a good segue to pull up a couple of things for you guys. One, this is PlayStation, but did you know that there's a Mortal Kombat 11 tournament going on for the Xbox One? If you guys are Xbox players, I know a lot of you are out there.
Talk to him. Go ahead, boss.
And so many people come in and go, what about Xbox? This is about Xbox right here. Shouts to Dream Eater putting this thing together for the Xbox community. Smash.gg/DreamMK. It is a full series happening Tuesdays and Saturdays, so 4 nights a week, by the way. Just all the Mortal Kombat action you want. Twitch.tv/DreamXEaterX. I believe that is his Twitter as well. I'll probably grab that for the next one. But go follow Dream Eater on Twitter for the Nightmare series for Xbox One, Mortal Kombat 11, Tuesdays and Saturdays. Check that out. I've got a couple of more in here. Destroyer's doing the MKX action right now. They are in their 3rd week of that series, with the finale coming on April 19th. We also got Wednesday Night Fights just beginning their invasion. That is on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There's so much Mortal Kombat 11 happening. I guess is what I'm getting at. But also that I know of EU stuff in the works, and I know of other regions working on things as well. Now that they've seen stuff like the Kolosseum, seen that you don't need, you know, sponsors and massive things just to put on a good show that for the community. You know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I get a lot of DMs actually, and a lot of chat messages. You know, when I'm streaming or whatever, about, hey man, there's really nothing on Xbox, so here's an opportunity. And I got a chance to beat Dream Eater out in Frosty Faustings.
Yes.
So it was cool, you know, to put the name to the face and the hand to the shake. And yeah, man, like, these people are consistent. They've proven, you know, working the CGL events as well, that it happens, it runs smooth, the content is there. You know, The doors are open. Just get an Ethernet cable, and we can be friends in this online realm of lockdown. But oh man. Oh wait, do I have to go on AFK? Oh
Yep,
shit.
yep.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna do that. I need to switch right quick because my pad doesn't have the touchpad. All right.
Ooh. All right, let me get this.
Let me do that. Damn, I really gotta play some Eats, bro.
Do you remember? I think it was MKX, and like you said the same thing when you had to play Samij and MKX. You were like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, he played fucking Molina, which I didn't sign up for this shit. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. No, I was sacrificed.
No, do it.
Because that was the first tournament where we found out about that shit. So we had a regional called Tampa Never Sleeps, and I won, and I cooked Samij in grand finals. Let me get that shit. Vendetta was right there. He remembers. And then the next week we had another regional in Orlando, and I got second at all of them. Jabali, fuck you. I lost all your events, right? And he cooked me with Molina the next week, and I was like, wow, I can't anti-air this bitch. And
Did you
like,
use Ermac at first?
No, he used Alien. I cooked that. That was true. And then he used Molina, and I was like, wow, I can't anti-air you. And everybody saw me got cooked, and then we learned that day. I was tight. I need some fucking meat, yo.
All right, just waiting on you.
Oh wait, okay.
If
yeah,
you,
I'm sorry. I couldn't go
on
on AFK if I have to hit the theater mode and then hit options.
Yep.
And then do it. All right, we're good. I'm sorry.
All right. Molina
got me tight. Molina got me tight, man.
Man, Molina's got us all tight, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what? For the sake of the community, I'm gonna come out and say I effing hate Molina, but I hope you all get her.
Yeah. I know, I do too. Low key. I removed her name as a bad word in my chat finally after a year and a half, or a year and a month. And for all the support she has and the amount of money they could make, and they do her justice, they could definitely put money.
100%. It would definitely be, you know, we can talk about it. It would be so good for our community, as in growth, as in sales, as in everything.
You talking about my intros. I'm a player now. All right. Very funny, Paco. Shout out to follow in the game. Selfie. Cheers. All right. So wow, I'm actually doing this.
You're actually doing this. All right, KB, focus on the match. We are gonna have.
Good. We good.
Katana Prime coming in with Fearless Katana. Expect a lot of those.
Yeah, so right there, early throw from KP. So he likes to set the tone and kind of like do his own thing, but like we're not having that. So we're gonna just let him do his thing. And
woo! He gets the flawless block
clean
while
as fuck from
talking.
KP.
Are you kidding
like,
me right
I
now?
don't know. Yeah, it's like Samij is like one of the scarier characters in the whole scene, and the wake up buttons. I'm not gonna fall for that. Just gonna go down. Gonna keep it low.
And not ready for those fan lifts that we were talking about earlier too, KP. That is just a neutral killer right there. And walking up, I think trying to make a read on that. But he's gonna get some pressure here, pushing you to the corner here. And what's the breaker? Dash up forward. Nope, it's the back one. Don't press. Oh, fall for the stuff.
It's all good. I got mix. It's fine.
Hit advantage here. Looking for the savage swing out. No anti-air. Coming out of Samij. The double swing. Disrespecting the jumping with Samij right there in the trade. And he did the online Cassie Cage special. The down 4 gunshot. Not standing for the whiff of the. Oh my god!
That is so ugly. Yeah, I got lucky right there. KP panicking at the last second. All he had to do was block and look for the amplify on that gunshot. Instead, got ate up. It's fine though. No big deal. Samij's trying to keep everything in his favor, challenging all the pokes and going a little too early to the jump kick. Like it's too crazy.
He's also done some uncharacteristically Samij things, which is take a couple of risks and catches the button with a 4-2-1 plus 4. We're in the corner. The drone coming in with a attack team. This is unfair. This is 2v1.
No, it's all okay. It's just a little hard to deal with. Got to watch out for that gunshot.
And there it is.
Any trades in this situation. Got to play the low fed and keep the distance. But Samij smartly taking all the trades. Going to go under as he charges the gun. And not going to follow up on the jump there. Just going to play the distance game. But yeah, didn't have enough health to survive that. A little early on the read. But yeah, it's all good.
It's a little bit early, but any other circumstance right there, it would have been a good trade for Fearless.
Yeah, it's all love. In that first round, Samij was able to set the tone, and KP showed him a little too much respect in retrospect. But again, you have 3 games to deal with it, and we saw KP reverse 3-0 a couple sets and take it to game 5. So it's definitely not over until it's over.
Oh, brought the height in the pools this week. Did KP. And
yeah, man, it's rough.
No, Samij was the one that, pulled out a little bit of savagery right there. Waking up with the buttons. Down 4 low shot is... That set the tone right out of the gate. To me.
It's a really smart thing to wake up with buttons against Katana, because if her meaty is not on point, like, you're gonna blow her up because she doesn't have the frames, not the fastest.
There's a really big gap in between the first hit and the second hit of all of her strings.
She has not enough. It's just too slow in that direction with the mids and everything. But gonna try to play it clean. And Sabi's just the disrespect immediately, trying to call out the read for KP jumping over that, but it's not gonna happen. Nah, stay right there. Nah, bro, you pushing. That doesn't work on Katana. You crazy?
Oh, here we go.
Hold on, bro. I know I'm trying to focus, but like, nah, bro.
That
was cute.
Was that 285 meterless, by the way?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm trying to work a match. All right, going up top.
I just want to point that out to all of you people that want to sit here and talk about Katana. 300 meterless? Bushi Bullock?
That's fine. Listen, man, you asked too many questions, man. Let's go. Gotta play the distance right now. Gotta get this shit
That's gonna zone
out.
out. Where do you think you're going? We talked about earlier. You're throwing out a full combo right there that just controls all of the space.
Round 2.
And at max distance is kind of scary on block.
Looking for the respect there from Samij. Not gonna get it. Gonna press the button first. Looking for it. Nice delay from Meej. And gets the hit that time. Gonna break away. KP trying to stay out. You know. Oh, thank you. Oh, that was actually godlike. So ready for it. Some people just have like crazy amounts of skill, and Samij with the adjustment and the adaptation to like get the job done. Nice jumping. Ooh, beautiful.
You know.
Using that back three.
You know the first
ultimate
thing.
Deny.
Hold up.
I'm not a bad player, sir. It's my turn, Meej. I know you don't care. I know this. I know, but like.
No.
You know,
in his head. You're in his head right now.
Man. Watch this. Oh my God.
Almost.
The read. You saw the read?
Almost.
I did a breakaway and it hit me. I didn't even try to break away. I tried to crouch block. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can still win this, though.
That was disgusting. I'm done. And just coming up with a forward 4. I mean, that's a 9-frame mid.
Yeah, breakaway is a terrible mechanic, and the button sucks. But
you know what? I would say the biggest thing about it is just moving off of R2.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, breakaway sucks, but it's all good. We can adapt. I've been working on my mindset, you know, thanks to the good coaches in Silver Eye and Coach Steve. You know, just making sure you don't panic. Ooh, nice step back from Lee. He's gonna deny that throw. All right. Oh, okay, that's cute. That's cute. I gotta block one. All right, there you go. Can't get in here for free, sir. No, you gotta get that, bro. You can't keep stealing all my turns. And now you can't rob me, bro. You can't rob me this turn. What's up?
Woo. I'm not. Going to position. Gonna fight his way out. That was whipping. Gonna get the crushing blow, and now we're even here.
Hold on, bro. Hey, chill, man. Hey, chill, bro. We're friends. No!
Oh, no!
What's up? Fuck! I don't know why I went for that. I should have just went for the low fan. Oh, I'm fucking up. If only I could have focused.
KP tried to do what saved him in pools, which was that max distance fatal blow.
Yeah, I was gonna get it out before the shot. I was gonna get it out before the shot, but I couldn't.
Because that actually blew my mind.
It's kind of hard.
That actually blew my mind in pools. You did max. I've never seen her fatal blow hit that far.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gotta know the distances, baby. You gotta know the distances. I tried to beat him to the draw, but that's also just a character problem for some people. Myself included, is that you see the fatal blow and like you want to use it. When in that situation, KP didn't need to, right? When Samij was charging the shot, he's not gonna react to the low fan and let go in time. So I could have clipped him with a low fan and then bank on getting the first hit with the next set of fans. But it was just, you know, panic. Still working on that. Small things here and there. We just got to keep going, man. Just got to keep going.
It is a constant mind game, a constant minefield of mind games here in these sets. Right. Let's see if KP can make some adjustments here. The early aggression out of Samij, making the right read on the low fan.
Beautiful jump there. Like, get called out, like, imagine.
Ooh, nice reversal of position with the back one there. Going underneath. Like, as he gets it again, but...
This is cool. The delay.
That's a little bit of a shimmy right there. Hold up.
A little hard to react to. Samij knowing that like KP's been flawless blocking his shit when they've been playing casually. So like he's trying to like adjust to that. And the down 4 into the
into the low shot.
The low shot. Yeah, that's dirty. That's the dirty shit.
How crazy is it that he took 0 risks in MKX and he started taking a risk here and there in Injustice 2, and now he's just like F it.
Full-blown maniac shit. Yeah, you
Yep.
gotta love it. The auto send me there. So beautiful from Cassie. Very real by every stretch of the imagination. Can't really react to it.
Hey, nobody wants to be in this corner, so I respect that jump out attempt. And
that was back one. That was back one, not stand one. Nobody does stand one with Katana. That shit is ass. All right.
Not falling for the stagger. Oh, the 4-4 gonna clip and close it out.
Yeah, it's enough on that. Sami's taking it 3-0 in dominated fashion in that last game. There was just nothing left in the tank. But the first 2 games, a mistake or two here or there, and it's all good, man. It just goes GG's and move on. Gonna let him do his thing. Yeah, for sure, Samij. As always, young man. Well, let me hit him with the GG's in the chat, because that's how you hit it.
Did Samij actually type in chat? No way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So Samij types in the chat always. Anyway,
that's all it is, though. GG's. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we have some fun with it, man. It's all love. That we're gonna keep it going, and we still got a lot more show to go. Got some points there, you know, climbing up the leaderboard. This is the player right now. I'm sitting in 17th, right? Yep. So I'm like right there. If I could put these weeks up, you know, I got 17, 17, 7. Like we working, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get there. Let me AFK right quick. Hold on, bro.
Thank you.
I gotta switch back to the actual PlayStation pad because, you know, things. All right.
I'm gonna get Kerbalicious and Averick in here. Averick, score, guys.
Averick is if there's a, let's say you take it like traditional, right? If there's like an NBA player of the week for like fighting games, it's definitely Averick for me. He has in every league, any online happenings that went down throughout this entire week, Averick has like scorched these stream matches. Highly entertaining, highly knowledgeable, highly skilled, and the way he just throws stand 2 out.
It's
like
a different approach to the character in the game. He's almost and I saw a lot of people analyzing his gameplay. It's almost too staggery in that he has commitment issues, but is it fun to watch? And he does what I love to do. Which is kind of developing in the meta, which is a ton of short hops. I love short hop mix-ups. Short hop, pressure, short hop down 3, short hop throw, short hop stand 2.
He makes it so real because, like Scorpion, right? He's not going to get the big combo on you unless he just straight opens you up. But in the case of Averick is beating you with pokes, throws, short hop overhead, which you can't really react to. Scorpion's just kind of dunking on everybody. And then, you know, when it's online, it's enhanced. So on top of that, my favorite thing, I know I talked about the jump twos, but the ducks, the micro ducks from Averick, like you talking about, he can't commit. That's like the only thing he commits.
You actually don't even see
micro duck press. Exactly.
It's so quick. You don't. You actually don't even see Scorpion's animation change. He's just.
And then you got punched, and then you're ready to like scream for Paulo, but that one we kind of know what it is.
Yeah.
The most instant of instant ducks. All right, Kerbalicious though. Kerbo's a guy who, I don't know, right? He definitely does nomad dash in neutral, so like his decision making is questionable.
Yeah.
But he's been really high on these online charts this week as well. Also, everywhere I'm seeing him. So something is working. Cabal, the big enigma of the entire roster, if you ask me. I don't know anybody who thinks like Cabal is just like solid. It's either like, yo, this guy's secret top tier, or like you guys are overrating this character. And depending on the Cabal player that I talk to, like I can't, they're not even in harmony. I mean, they'll all take the buffs, obviously, because that's how it goes with any character pool. Katana. And it's just, hey, listen, man, I just want a 7 frame, stand 1, and down 1 to not beat 9 frames and -7. That's all I'm asking for. Those other Katanas, I can't tell you. Anyway, but the Cabal players, they kind of just, you know, it's rough. So when I see him so often, and every Cabal player that I play is good. I don't think I've run into bad Cabal players. Kerbo's definitely set to put on the show here as well.
That's what Kerbo's done every time he's been on stream, and same with Averick. So what I expect from this match is just
Scorpion.
All right, Kerbo. I expect this to be a very entertaining match, no matter how this goes. But what are we watching right now?
We are watching Kerbo.
Cabal.
Oh wait, I was in Combat League earlier. Let's fix this. Okay, cool. Fix.
We already know. We already know what's coming, Kerbo. There is no mind game here. There's no. You see, he's been doing this since MK9. That's a very old school thing to do, is to try to get in someone's head at the character select screen. But guess if there's no mix up, like it isn't gonna work.
Not at all.
I'm like
at all.
I'm like Cabal's coming. Come on now. Here we go. Last match of the first round of this top 8. Loser going home at 7th. Winner advancing. And like I talked about, you know, Averic's so good at not committing, and never likes leaving himself punishable.
I don't know why this feels so standard going on. Like, okay, I'm gonna jump in. All right, you block, and then all right, I'm gonna press 1-1, and then you press 1-1.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of turn taking. I expect a lot of turn taking here. Oh, comes in with a max range back one though. Oh, no breakaway. Gets to cash out. Single bar to 300, and what a late reaction from Kerbo. That was eons. And Kerbo might be showing his age, even though he's still kind of young.
You know it's crazy that the players like Kerbo who are around for MK9, they're all like 22, 23, but like they've been here 8 years.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me?
Almost
you
a
are
decade.
definitely a veteran in this space. Speaking of that, I want to talk to you about something too. We'll do that later. Anyway, down one coming from Averic, and essentially stayed in control throughout the majority of that round. If you want to play spacing, these are two of the best players, best characters, and right on cue, Kerbo just summoned that space word as he planted that back one deep into the chest of Averic, continuing on, and look at the damage, baby. Every touch, upwards of close to 30%, if the Cabal player would like.
Yes, I'm seeing a little bit of hesitation and execution errors from Kerbo, and Averic. Every single short hop did not go punished in his matches and pools, and it looks like Kerbo's done his homework, though, and actually punishing those short hops. Very negative, but with the pushback, they can be tricky, and like -12s are still kind of tricky to punish with a little bit of pushback. That's going to be the round for Kerbo.
Bring it around town and back to the corner. Now, he does have this wonderfully active interactable to his back in Averic. That thing, like, hits everything. Oh, how about a reaction? And look at that damage over time just ticking. Yeah, it looks like 15% on the surface, but that bar is still going, Aquaman. Oh my goodness.
Because did you see Kerbo? Like, Averic was ready for the whiff punish, and then he threw out. Oh my goodness. Just a counter, waking up with the buttons through the pressure.
With punish of his own. Not
big cash out.
The beating is Kerbalicious. Absolutely. Beautiful up top. And again, Kerbo too early with the media of his own. And it's going to result in his untimely demise, tick damage territory. And that is a punish. Cabal's wake-up attacks, although they have some range and come out decent speed, they are both full combo punishable on the unsafe side.
I just saw these two characters, which multiple people, really the community, complain about.
Correct.
Both of them just puked 350 plus damage for a bar, back to back.
What's that like? I play Jade. That's double my B&B damage.
Like,
yo, you play.
Can we talk about? I can't say shit, but
with no totems.
But there are other, you know.
Cabal.
Listen, man,
they're hitting pretty hard.
All jokes aside, I firmly stand on the belief that damage is king and MK11, and you can't be a terrible character when you put out this amount of damage.
Yeah.
A lot of the times when it like loops into itself in case they break away the first time, like Scorpion, right? You amplify, teleport, they break away. If you hit that person again, although for Scorpion it's a bit harder to open people up, and Cabal, it's like, my God, you're getting space. The way these two are playing the game, it doesn't seem like getting the hit is the issue.
Yeah, and you know what? They haven't relied on mix-ups. It's been, for one, Averic literally calling out Kerbalicious so many times with that 1-1 and it working, and then just confirming off of that. And it's been Kerbo catching him with the back one, just whip punishing. You know, the 50-50s are not how you necessarily open up people, especially here in Mortal Kombat 11. You have to outspace and outplay your opponent most of the time.
And to even give more, leeway to Averic and just how good he is. I mean, when these Scorpion players throw out this back one and they look for the teleport, when it connects, like, they're not just doing it as the crushing blow comes back in again. You have the option to teleport it so you can hit confirm, especially playing Reborn. You have options to stay safe.
The flawless block comes from Kerbo, no breaker for Averic, so he's going to eat all of this damage. Got the spins, trying to beat the 4-2.
And a whip punish there. One of the better normals in terms of range and coverage. And too early on the speedy once again. A common problem for both of our contestants here in this loser side match. And it is Kerbo, who is not even going to waste time. He's going to go 1-1 into the fatal blow immediately. Didn't want to play around with breakaway chances. None of that. No guessing games. You know, spend that cash to secure the round. And it is what it is. Kerbalicious.
I honestly didn't think I'd be seeing this many clean hits. Like, there hasn't been, I don't know how I'm going to put this right, but there hasn't been that much blocking here. These guys are just trying to space each other out, and they've been getting aggressive with these button presses. I like what I'm seeing so far. Tries to come up for reacting to the jumping. That is the Cabal special right there. If you guys are good at anti-airing, he can punish you for it.
There's another micro duck. That Averk special, so efficient, and he believes in it so much. I like the read from Turbo, but Averk right on top. You saw that flawless block, which means he got it just on the frame. The reaction wasn't quite there, as good as you would like it, but it was enough. And Averk running away, nice pickup. Doesn't quite commit to get the entirety of the combo, but
oh man!
All right, you know what? You got this, Aquaman.
Yep.
I didn't sign up for this.
You know, sometimes you just feel it. And Kerbo playing that mind game. I talked about these OGs playing those mind games, KP. Averk did not come off of that breakaway and has put himself on life alert here. And is that going to come back to haunt him?
Clutch tech, and should have let it go. Kerbo's going to survive that. Another opportunity to take this away. Looking for Chip, can't do anything. Remember, Kerbo does not have the fatal blow. And what? That was not a punish.
No, that was not a punish.
And
he had two defensive bars. That would have been death on.
Final round.
These guys are taking. There's so much more risk in this matchup than I thought there would ever be.
You know what? That's why these young bucks are still in the tournament, because they got big ass balls. Like, they just do it. You gotta believe. As the great young Jeezy once said, you gotta believe. Back in 2005, Turbo whipping another throw down two, break your jaw. And
he just got punished. He just got punished for doing it down two. That's what the down one hit.
Unreal. Averk electing not to spin both bars on the spear and goes to the 2-1-2 crushing blow, trying to whip that grab.
Trying to get cheeky.
Yeah, lower his recovery on the jump, but Kerbo's still ready for the punish at will.
4-3, still a wonderful stagger. Kerbo had the defensive bar. I think that's why Averk opted for it. Another micro duck into the 1-1, forcing the breakaway. What a clip by Kerbo on the wake up down one to stop the short up shenanigans.
Oh my God.
This has been pure relentlessness in checking each other.
Turbo is trying to find every way to stay alive, still mounting this comeback. One piece at a time, Aquaman. A little over one B&B away, and Averk is not going to get the meter in time to stop the sword slam. You are done. Brutality, cut him in half, and Kerbalicious. The gall, just everything on the inside, deep within that mass, hiding from all the toxins in the air, is able to withstand the offensive onslaught from Averk, and combos will always outdamage pokes and throws. Man, what a comeback.
I feel like this is, again, a 360 from what I thought was going to happen, which is a much slower paced, footsie-oriented matchup. No, this has been start to end. Hard reads, every single button. That's what it has felt like. Every single time that someone has blocked something or gotten hit by something, they're making hard reads afterwards. And that's what's been so entertaining here. This is high-octane Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, for sure. I just got a message. It's a little personal, but I want to share it. Like, my girlfriend's doing better, way better. So, thank y'all. And to the Aquaman, the nurse, she's watching the stream in the hospital room, and the nurse says that we are hilarious. So, shout out to the nurses in Canada, man. We just like Mortal Kombat, and I love you, Princess. I will see you soon. All right, no more personal stuff. Let's get it going. All right, let's keep it up top. All right, game 3.
Look at that! Okay, I'm covering that. Did you see the back one on hit, max distance, and then down two?
That was broke.
This is ugly.
Aquaman.
That was the ugliest thing.
Keep it away, all right? There's a slam again. Averk getting slammed on his head. Kerbo trying to force the brain damage on him to believe all of the things that are happening are okay when they are not. But Averk with the response, crushing blow. 354 damage, nice pickup, and that is slick. This is why you save your meter and take your opportunities when you can. Nomad dash, hit confirming in between the strings. The hook sword slam again, and just taking them all over the map. I know this is like the Special Forces arena, and that was not a hit confirmed.
I don't know what's...
Yeah, he believes in the heart of the cards a little too much right now. And does his scale hard or does it kill?
This is death. I am in almost disbelief of what I'm watching, but it's so darn entertaining. I can't even commentate it. All I got was back one, down two from half screen.
That'll work good enough. Averk with the push off. He is an angry man after that last comeback. He feels like he should be up 2-0. And sometimes when people play with the vengeance, you've been to many tournaments, Aquaman, where they feel like they shouldn't have lost the previous match.
Oh, yeah.
And then they lean forward a little bit in the chair. They change the music, take off the headphones, or they get the game face on.
They wipe the forehead off.
Absolutely. And that is what Averk has done here in game 3.
1-1 here to start us off. Another stagger of just a 4-3. Getting Kerbo. Kerbo is very flawless block. Happy gets on jump in there, but just decides to use the shaved frames to swing. both of these guys have a 80% hit rate of just 1-1. That's how widely they are swinging right now.
They are definitely swinging flawless block pokes back-to-back, single button presses, just trying to check what the temperature is as they both are rising to the occasion of the micro duck. Gonna spit that gas on him. Kerbo got away with the unsafe version, but not with whipping that poke. Back one, spins it again, 2-1-2. No, gonna go for the restand.
I fully expected the pressure of the 2-2 right there. Will come back to bite Averick. Now Kerbo gonna get a little health lead here. 20 seconds, plenty of time to play with. Don't have to worry about that. Just no dash up throw. How many times has Averick done something that would have beaten that? And that is just, again, the amount or the size of the balls dangling from Kerbo right now. And I didn't mean to get that descriptive. I do apologize. But
hey, listen, man,
massive
we're
call.
all adults here. This is rated M for mature. Let's take the end of that situation, right? Averick did not have offensive meter, so he couldn't use his actual wake-up attack. His only options were to get up, delay, or do a tech roll, 2 of which options use to throw. If Averick would have done his patented wake-up buttons or micro duck, can you imagine? But Kerbo still made the read. Like, this is what we're talking about here. The levels of disrespect and defiance right on cue. I gotta stop speaking this into existence. I don't want Kerbo to punch me, bro.
It just keeps happening. Like, every time we talk about how wild this is, it gets even more wild. Look at this savagery.
Going up top. And a reversal throw against a man who's micro-ducked his way. Kerbo has Averick conditioned. Looking for the flawless block there. Gonna use a poke to stay in front. Nope.
Try to jump out of the corner. Luckily, everything get the pickup, gets the hiccup from the 4-2-2, and Kerbo's gonna take the early lead. Loves ripping him in half right there. Wow. I don't know who has the momentum in this set.
It went from crazy wake-up buttons to micro-ducking everything to you down one. No, you down one. No, I'm blocking. No, shit, you press it first. I'll press it first. Okay, just a little bit. Well, maybe I'll do a 1-1. Well, no, fuck you. I'll just do backward. Like, I'll do the whole thing. Finally, and Kerbo, taking the biggest leap was the one able to secure the victory. There was a lot of, like, half-stepping and, like, just two nervous kids who didn't really want to go too crazy. But, man.
Chat, watch this.
Kerbo.
Oh, wait. My bad on that, chat. I didn't press the button. Watch this. Watch how Kerbo starts this match. It is the ugliest thing I think I've ever seen in Mortal Kombat 11. What? Did he just drop the input of the 2? or did he literally just, like, F it down 2? I don't know. But I need to see this again. It was... This is the definition of the match right here.
I think the
back
best
one.
moments are I don't want to do commentary anymore because this game is messed up. Clearly.
Oh my! I don't even know. All
right. This match is loading, but I'm stuck on the loading screen. Okay, cool. We're good to go. All right. All right, cool. Yeah. All right. Audio's fine. Audio.
Yep. Audio's perfectly fine.
Right, cool.
When I pull up a replay, there's no audio on it.
Yeah, for sure. I was just checking with the chat, just trying to stay on top of things. Anyway, Averick staying on top of this leaderboard score. He cannot afford to lose another one. That would be elimination and joining KP in the 7th place spot there. Kerbo this time timing his beaties properly. Does not want to deal with it. Looked out for the micro duck and went into the throw. You can see the adaptation, man. To the average viewer, to the untrained eye, it might just look like, hey, pause and then a button. But once you understand really how to play the fighting games, you can see just how much Yomi layers are in this set, and I love it.
I love the adaptation early on there by Kerbo to call out Averick for calling up the stagger with just the stand 2. Really calling it out early on and trying to get a micro duck up his own, and Averick trying to send us to another game number 5. I'm trying.
Round 2.
Man, I want to see a fire bracket start to end.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Just as a fan, doing the job as commentary, we still get to watch it from the perspective of any other viewer. And, man, just seeing how deep in the bag they're willing to go, and Averick taking a chance, letting go on the last hit of the string, knowing Kerbo couldn't hit confirm off a single hit. Not really a thing in NRS titles. But, oh, my God, baited something out. Luckily, didn't catch a teleport on the way in, because that's so scary, right? Every time Scorpion jumps at you, it's a mix-up, especially at high level. And he's going to try to play the zoning game. Not too many buzzsaws from Cabal, as we know. Scorpion with a teleport.
Wasn't ready for the amplify. Some of us just are not, ladies and gentlemen. We could definitely clip you. I think that was just a because you think it's just non-amplified teleport, and then you go to swing, get clipped by the amplify. Happens to us all. Nice trip guard there. It was the punish, and no breakaway from Averick. Going to save it into a potential final round here for Kerbo. First match point of the match.
It's so clean when you just get that whip punish right on point.
Another
Okay,
one.
I'm gonna. You know what? I don't know how many times we're gonna speak into existence. I'm just a fan, man. And Averk getting opened up immediately after the breakaway is one of the single worst situations you can find yourself in Mortal Kombat 11. And Kerbal trying to take full advantage. He didn't necessarily need to do that, but he left an opening for Averk here. There's a down 3 into the throat. It's getting started. No escape fail just yet, but 14% damage. And the dunk from the skies, having none of it. You know, Space Jam, they called Scorpion to be in the movie, but Michael Jordan was okay with Scorpion ripping his head off, so they canceled that. Instead, he took his talents to MK11, but getting his face bashed in with that hook blade. See, I got all the weapons confused because I'm getting dunked on too. Wake up and the pickup. What?
Oh my gosh! That pickup was insane. This is not gonna.
It might be.
That's her. No, 11 health remaining, and of course,
Man.
the balls, KP. I would have been frightened of an up 3 right there. I'm just not savage enough to play this game.
You know what? That's the difference between somebody who knows and somebody who watches. He walked up and said, "You know what, bro? Down 1, and let's go from there." But it hit. Calling Kerbo out, no flawless block, no wake up, none of that. You know, he had to make the read. Averk, especially when you knock somebody down in MK11, they have so many options.
Yes.
You have short delay, medium, long.
It's a guess, and that's exactly what he did
up
right
3,
there.
up 2. Like, there's just so many things that Kerbo could have done. And Averk strolled up in there, and he's like, "Look, man."
He literally
I'm a
called him
man.
out. He literally called him
I'm a
out
man,
and said,
bro.
hey, stop me or shake my hand." Like, that's it. Like that's literally what he put on the table.
Well, you know what you need to do, Aquaman, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
time for you to hit that damn button, boss.
I gotta-
Game 5. Let's light it up.
All right, Kerbalicious, Averk, who do you guys like in the chat? Once that load screen gets to about 75%, that's the magic spot. And it is officially
Amen.
button time. Game number 5. Red Hot Skull coming in right here. Averk, Kerbalicious. This has been the highest octane match, one of the highest ones of all time on the Kolosseum, already halfway through the series. Let's see if they can continue where they left off.
Yeah, you saw Kerbo start with a down 4 that time to try to stop any approach. He's been calmed down a little bit. There's a big boot to the face, a little hit of sweet chin music coming in from Cabal, but Averk starting things off. Kerbo electing to take the combo. It's okay, a little damage never hurt nobody. But there's that pack.
Averk is 2
go
for
ahead.
2 on actually calling out Kerbo, trying to disrespect after the 4-2-2-3 on block. He's backed on him twice. Kerbo being a little disrespectful in those minus frames. And Averk is so ready for all of these staggers and a micro duck. Gonna get him out of dodge there, and Averk taking the early lead. Look at the position back into the corner. Not only is that optimal damage, but optimal positioning as well coming from Averk.
Yeah, I like how you pointed that out, saying how ready Averk is. It seems to be the theme here. Even though it's game 5 and it's extremely close, the preparation for both sides is ridiculous.
Oh my-
The bait. Kerbo's reactions were actually too good because Scorpion was in the air for like a handful of frames, not even any flawless block. He didn't have to do that. Yo, Averk, why are you styling on him? Why are you styling on
You
him?
just blocked it and punished.
Round 2.
Exactly. Oh, so you want to fight. I got you. Averk back to the wall, but doesn't seem to be in trouble. Seems extremely comfortable as the wake-up buttons comes out. It is my turn anywhere on the screen. Here's the elbow, 2-1-2. No! Instead, going for the short hop mix-ups.
That's the good stuff right
to
there.
Aquaman's love, yes, and adoration. I feel
get-
that smile all the way through the camera, bro.
I get a little too excited in those. So mix-ups, this is going to be safe for the breakaway. And just does it again! Because why not? Trying to be disrespectful. There was Averk this late. Not paying off the massive drop from Kerbo, but gets the flawless block. He said, "You know what, kid? You got me with that in round number 1. Here's a taste of your own medicine." And these two have been
Kerbo
playing
said-
eerily similarly.
Yeah, y'all must have forgot. You know, it's been 5-5, a 3-3, every round. Like, this is crazy. Trying to tie things up and force a decisive one. And Kerbo got the flawless block, but he didn't have the resources to cancel into a flawless block up to an up 3. Instead, it's going to be a guess of the read. Anti-air.
Another one.
Fatal blow. One more call out, Aquaman. What's the read for you?
Honestly, dash up that one again. Who do you think? What do you think? Dash
Alright,
up,
let's
dash
see
up
if he goes
teleport.
through it again.
He got it. He got it again.
Dash up,
Oh
down
my
one. It
God.
works once.
I can't.
Worked twice.
I can't.
And Kerbo wishes
Not like this.
like
Not
a
like this.
book. Diving through, and the first fatality we saw in this beautiful game. Come here, let me get that head, boy.
The no mix-up. Oh, he's going to change things up. Psych.
I
GG's.
lied.
GG's. GG's well played. Big fan. Moving along on the winner's side is Averk. That was one of the best matches I've ever seen. Pure entertainment from start to end. So shouts to both of those players for putting on a show like that.
Let me give him some respect right there. Oh, damn, it went away. Just trying to give him the 10-pack. Man. Okay. Wait, hold on, man. You didn't tell me like this was the most, dare I say, unique top 8 thus far in terms of how the Colosseum's been going.
Yes.
You didn't tell me I was signing up for this, bro. I just thought, hey, all right, we out here, we made it, no big deal. And then these fools want to have me clenching certain parts of my body, and it's just the first part of losers. You mean to tell me we have 6 players left in the bracket?
Yeah, yeah. We've been doing this for 4 weeks now, and for 4 straight weeks. I've kind of been in disbelief how all this has unfolded, not just with the tournament itself, but the players, the level of play. And this really is, if you think about it, this is, the Kolosseum has been the first big competitive sightings of a lot of changes to Mortal Kombat 11. Because there were a couple of big changes before Final Combat, and then a little one after Final Combat. But there was no big open bracket before Final Combat to see those changes implemented, really. It was just Final Combat, and we just had the players and characters that we had there. But now that it's out there in the wild, I'm seeing what the implementations of those changes.
How do you feel? Every single week, there's like a new character to hate.
Yeah.
In the chat,
and
with the exception of Sindel just living there.
Yeah.
But this is Sindel, and then like somebody else, like, oh, this is broke. It's great. I love it personally. I think it's hilarious.
And there's always a character that a massive community is downplaying.
Oh, free.
And guess what?
Talk to him.
What's wrong with Scorpion right there? I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it this whole week.
I haven't seen it in combat.
I try not to talk too much about balance and the like, because you know how that goes. Different every day. The tier lists are different.
All I'll say is that a lot of characters are good. A lot of characters are great in Mortal Kombat 11.
That's what I was gonna say. Touching on it, the best part is, and it's like a testament like to the actual balance, outside of like the top like 4 or 5 characters that everyone basically has like definitively. I'll say like 4. Cetrion, Johnny, Jackie, Liu Kang. Like everyone has them at the top at all times. But then it can get like wild for like 20 more characters after that, or like 25, with mixes from the front to the back. So that's a good set that nobody really knows. Since there's a big scramble, it's just a testament to the balance. As we take a look at this bracket here, Samij moving on, going up against King Gambler. The combined age of these combatants is 27. Damn, I feel old. 30-plus gang in the building. Forget them kids. And Averk moving on to face off against Combat. I actually wonder who Combat's going to go in his bag for. With the plethora of characters, we know we're going to get Averk out of Scorpion. And Gurn show off, I expect to get Geras and Sub-Zero as well. Will 4-2 reign supreme. Or will Gur teleport to safety, running away as far as he possibly can?
You know what? The easiest way not to get hit by 4-2 is not to be in 4-2 range. That's just simple math. That's simple spacing. All right, but we'll see if Gur is able to pull it off, because there are not many people on this planet right now that are stopping Gur from what Gur wants to do. And Gur is reigning champion here, I believe.
Yes, he is.
The last week
yes, he is. He did win last week. And it's a good point too. I like to point that out. That somebody made this point in the chat that Reaver 199, the top 8 had all unique mains.
Yes,
it's very true. Clean.
Guys, there's so much variety, not just in players, but also in characters. And when I talk about players, so many different people are making runs every single week. There's so many upsets from start to end. Being a top seed is in no way a guarantee of any kind of safety, because every time I make these pools, I throw up.
Yeah, bro. I had my highest seeding like this week, and it was my hardest path. Like,
yeah,
you can keep all that because of there's so much talent in MK11 that. Like, people just run into each other and lose, and then one week it's like, oh, what do you mean? Emperor Rio has like this amount of points after play of second round. Or,
yeah,
what do
exactly.
You mean?
Exactly.
This is not okay. Like, Aquaman, what are y'all doing, bro? But it is what it is. The talent pool is so deep in this game, and again, I'm gonna keep like harping on that subject. It's my favorite part of MK11 since launch. Anybody can beat almost anybody, and you never know when it's gonna happen.
That's right. So we'll see. We're going to go to Losers Quarters Finals coming up next, guys, but don't go anywhere. We have our first ad break. Got to pay the bills out here, so I appreciate all of you for sticking around. We're already up to 1,400 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. We are just getting started here. Week number 4 here in the top 8. Don't go anywhere. More Mortal Kombat to come.
As a player, Smash GG will provide a guided experience with tasks for all aspects of competing in an online tournament. Once you've registered for an online tournament, You'll receive a check-in reminder email with the tournament start time and a dashboard link to play your matches. You can also go to your tournament dashboard where you'll find all that information as well. Once your match is available, click your match and follow the instructions. This includes check-in and results reporting. In case you need to communicate with your opponent to set up your game or need assistance from a moderator, we've also integrated a chat system where you can do just that. Once the match is over and you've verified your results, your next match will appear when available. Repeat until you're knocked out or have won the tournament. For more information on our platform, check out our help center with articles and guides on everything mentioned in this video and more.
Welcome to pixelpro.io, a platform full of resources for content creators with over 250 being completely free. In 2020, we aim to expand this library with over 100 new resources, including 2 new resource types. Alongside our free resources is our marketplace. This is where artists and designers can open up a shop to sell pre-designed graphics. Shop owners can expand their reach, and content creators get even more options when looking for graphics. This year, we will be releasing new versions of graphics packs through Drusif Designs, bringing more tools and value to content creators. From content creators just starting out to well-established communities, we are here to give you more options to build and grow. This is pixelpro.io.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Kolosseum week number 4's top 8. We are coming in hot. We are jumping right into losers' quarters. King Gambler versus Samij. This bracket already hot and heavy. Couple game 5s, couple of savage-ass matches, if I'm being honest with you.
It's been fire throughout, man. So playing and commentating was way harder than it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it was, I could manage, but we probably won't try that again. Not at this stage of the tournament. Outside of that match, though, just back and forth, up and down, reads on top of reads, adaptation, a lot of Yomi.
Dang, my guy said
just
outside
layers,
of that match. Oh,
layers,
no.
layers.
Cassie
It's like it has to continue, right? Because we're getting all these unique matches. Now we're gonna get Cassie against Nightwolf, and as far as Cassie's concerned, you know, outside of Big Pure in the chat, like, you know, Samij has been essentially the go-to man for this character, and seeing her succeed in any place imaginable. So I like to see how the approach goes. Samij has been very, and you talked about his evolution over games, like more and more disrespectful, more and more challenging, instead of disrespectful.
Yeah, and
he's putting more towards his reads.
You also inherit a mantle.
Being Cage 2.0 isn't as cool as being Nightwolf.
Do not sell your family short.
that was too nice of an intro. I want to see these two kill each other. But Samij really in the second half, I would say, of the pro competition on really someone who definitely put Cassie on his shoulders as far as competitively, because we didn't see her quite often in the first few months as a counterpick character, you know, early on for so many, Gross even. But lately, this digital soldier pick has just been so solid, and it fits the Samij profile of always being safe, essentially. plus frames. What a dash back by Gambler to call out. No meatless pickup off the tomahawk. Really tight. Is that one right there? Gonna stay crouched and get the punish. Drops it back to back.
Right, stays plus. And you see the wave dashing from Gambler. He's like back dash, forward dash, down 3. I'm in here. He doesn't give you enough time to understand and depict his movements for him. Instead, he's right on top of it. A little too antsy there though. As that,
I think he's trying to whip punish like in between, and boy, oh boy, does that thing come out quick. And this is a character that is also, you know, we don't talk about his movement an awful lot, but dang, does Nightwolf have some phenomenal dashes, especially that forward dash. That's why, like dash down 3 is a half screen low.
And that time, see, we saw a lot against Geras that Gambler didn't do the entire string when he whiffed in case the character was jumping over because he knew he can get punished by Sand Trap, but he knew that Cassie didn't have much to chase him in that situation, so he did the whole thing. She does have the gunshot into the Amplify, but Samich had already dashed forward, so being able to see that while you're whiffing and adjusting properly, that's so impressive to me too. It might not come across as nothing, but just the little minutia and micro details and the adaptation from each player, like it makes me so happy.
We also just saw a full screen mind game between the two. Full screen footsies as it were with the gun hold and the reflect hold coming out of Gambler there. Beautiful stuff. The restand from Samish taking away those defensive options, you know, on wake up. And that's what's so great about Cassie in multiple variations. Having a restand here, having the restand in oh, I forgot the second one already. I forgot the name of it. Oh, no, not like this. But the one with the shoulder to take away.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah, to take away all those wake-up options that takes away a guess.
All right, well, now he's going to have to guess in the corner. Gambler, 14%, but one more touch could spell death. Looking for the mix-up into that tomahawk with no defensive bar to break away or anything. Samich trying to play that regeneration on the meter real smart, not in a rush to do anything. As long as Gambler lets him hold it, there you go. One bar back successfully. Now he can control it. Chip damage territory. Any trades work in Samich's favor, and Gambler is in trouble here. He's going to need to get in and need to get in fast.
Almost gets to put up for someone. One punch right there. Tries it there. The read was good. He just tried something a little too slow. If he did on forward 1 instead of forward 2 in that situation, would have had the whip punish into the fatal blow for the victory. So choosing just to he chose mix over speed essentially. When next time around you might just rely on outspacing him rather than mixing Samij up because the defense has been solid.
Yeah, he was pretty honest there with the read. You know, he didn't want to stand there and say, okay, we're blocking. You know, this is a museum. And we see when museums happen, somebody always breaks the tape and presses the button first. So Gambler tried to backdash and throw out that overhead for the mixed purposes, but just a little too much in the startup frame department as he gets tapped. And Cassie, yes, she has her eyes on him. This is a new face of the franchise, man. You expect to see it, bro. Expect to see it.
These darn combat kids and Gambler. I think that the larger of a hole he gets into here, the more we're see him come alive. It's just been his story in best of 5s. No matter where it happens in the bracket, when Gambler's down, he always finds a way. He's like life in Jurassic Park.
I don't think Gambler's seen. Yeah, he's probably seen.
I don't think either of these players would be able to get that reference either. But
Samij definitely does it. I bet money on that. Anyway, going up top to the corner, trying to get the extendo with the stand forward to the shoulder off of the weird bounce because it was a juggle that started that tomahawk combo. Picks it up. Okay. Just a little toe tap on it. A little foot loose. Having some fun out there in the forest since he spent so much time. He had to learn, you know, some skills or two. Jump in, attack into the overhead. Nice dunk. Samij is going to believe that he has a chance in this round instead of giving up that potential death combo.
Just a misspace there by Gambler on that dash up down 3 catches the whiff, and the aggression from Gambler closing out the round. Couple of changes I see. He's going for that amplified tomahawk rather than risking the drop with the down 1. That's kind of a win-win there for Gambler, just taking things easy and was safe from the breakaway. So I like the adjustments that we're seeing from Gambler already. Oh, yeah, staying in his face. Nice swing by Samij though. 1-1-1.
I like the idea on the micro duck, you know, trying to counteract Cassie's high attacks, but because her high usually is going to be standing 1, the one that comes after that is so quick that the micro duck is not going to get there in time for you to interrupt that shimmy string.
One of the best shimmies in the entire game.
Absolutely. He's going to have to try to open Samij up with pokes to, like, you know, take those turns and keep them guaranteed because, again, Samij just challenges consistently.
It's also really hard not to block against this character in that range because she has forward 4 and back 1. And there it is. Such a good check.
Beautiful mids. Again, there's a challenge from Samij on the interrupt. He doesn't give you, and I can say that from my time with playing him too, Samij doesn't give you the ample amount of frames to get off your biggest button. You're going to have to poke to like make him stop and then go into it. And even then, you have to watch out for flawless blocks. So
Most certainly. And you're right, all about that, all about those hit advantages. Because every time we've seen him load up that overhead, grab the tomahawks, he has gotten interrupted.
that strategy is in fact working though, as King Gambler trying to find an answer, spacing out with the down 4, gets the jump kick, gonna go ahead and OS or react either way into that shoulder charge, add some damage up there. It doesn't hurt to get 15% at a time. It all adds up. And again, right there, Gambler gets the poke on some each. Unfortunately, can't get the whip punish, tries it again, pokes. That's how you stop him. You have to. There's no other way. Otherwise, it's gonna challenge.
Lockdown now for Samij. That's lost blocks. The arrow. I think that shoulder may have been a better option right there, but that's...
Yeah, you'd have to
I'm
check the
not
distance on it. He's never going to be able to punish with the arrow shot because Cassie's hurt box stays pretty low on recovery from the gunshot. You need to be up on her instead of a high projectile. But Gambler getting to the button first in the air. Here's another amplify. Catches Samij trying to disrespect or wake up with no ability to do so. And Gambler, great recognition, great poise, great understanding of the entirety of the situation, every option that Samij had, and he did the best option for him, which was to go into that 1-1 string.
Adjusting early here for Gambler. 1-1. This was... I feel like this has happened once or twice before here on the Kolosseum, but either way, this is a lot safer than what we saw in the last match, that's for sure. These two not wanting to take too many risks. And both characters kind of reflect that as well. And players. 1-1. Minimum top 5 here. With a win or a loss. Semifinals is where this path leads. Someone's trying to make top 4. It's just more points on the season. That's the name of the game. Yeah, there's money on the line every single week now, so shouts to you guys for unlocking that. But it really is trying to get into that big pot.
All right, hold on. Now getting the flawless blocks right there. And again, back-to-back. King Gambler is just... He's trying to not let anything slide. He's actually playing, like, kind of bullyish. Like, no, you won't do that. No, you won't do that either. No, I'm not having it. There's a duck.
Oh, you did it?
All right,
well, then here you go.
Yeah, arrows to the face. 3 of them things, right? Back-to-back, make it 4. Another punish? Not quite.
A floss block this time around.
He's taking his time now. And yeah, and the tempo has been slowed. He says, all right, let's take it one shot at a time.
Off the hit advantage of the down 4, chose to step back rather than go forward.
Right up top, gunshots. And the point of those gunshots is just to set the temp. Again, with Samij, all of this is just a part of the layers. He does it, lets it go, cancels it. You never know what to do. So when you see Cassie pull out her dual pistols, you kind of just freeze up. And with that being said, it allows Samij to flow freely across the stage. Empty jump there to bait out the flawless block, looking for the forward 4, but a little too late to the button. And Gambler also, though, for everything Samij is doing, not falling for the bait. Can we talk, like this is so clean right now. This is high-level gameplay for everything that's going on under the hood.
Yeah, this is beautiful turn taking, no risk. Looking for anything to hit confirm right now. And Samij...
8 seconds.
Get him
You
with
might
the
want to
throw.
look at the clock.
8 seconds. Is he going backwards? Is he going forward?
Oh my
no!
God! No, desperation wake up and a desperation jump right into those pistols, man. I understand that. We have 4 seconds on the clock. Samij taking advantage of the aggression that King Gambler was forced into.
Called him out beautifully. And guys, take notes in that situation. There's a couple seconds left. You have a slight health lead. Your opponent needs to hit you. There's no other way to say it. Your opponent needs to hit you in that situation. So guess what? If you're the one that has an active normal out, GG's.
Oh boy, big time trouble. Oh, it gets away scot-free again. Picks up a punish of its own. King Gambler playing it slow, and a lot of players have been having that issue tonight. Aquaman missing the throw on meaty.
Yeah, they've been doing it so early. But that's also kind of reading wake up buttons maybe and trying to get a... I don't know what's going on here. Either way, beautiful. Nice pickup on the anti-air forward. I've actually never seen that before.
I thought, the first time I've seen that combo.
I thought that recovered for
first.
I thought that recovered for years. Oh no. A little too big of a juggle there from Gambler. Wake up with the buttons. Put the forward 4. And look at Samij, I saw what you did there. You're trying to be cheeky and actually combo off of the trade, by the way.
I think after that that Kolosseum custom combo, that the whole match just went left. It was just no way that it was going to continue.
Down 1. That's a new one.
And it's good faith. There's just no chance. It's like you got hit with that. You don't even know how to process it. It's like, okay, this combo did like 13%. But it was ugly. Forward, down one, nut punch. Okay, like Nah, like you got it, bro. You deserve to win after that. You can't hit such a foul combo and not win.
Yeah,
it was written in the stars.
Also, a super crucial drop by Gambler there. Kind of overextending or a little bit of mistiming on the juggle so that the amplified Tomahawk missed out there. Sami's waking up with the punish. That was a big momentum shift there. As is in this match, Sami's back on top. Are we going to back and forth? Or is he going to be able to close it out here?
Round 1.
You guys know what we want.
Fight.
Game number 5. But we aren't there yet. And this time off the hit advantage, the down 4 choosing to go in instead. And one of my favorite things to see about a fighting game player do is when someone wins and then adjusts. Rather than, say, hey, this is what worked before, I'm going to keep doing it. Try to think that your opponent is going to counter-read you and then try to counter-read them already before the match has even started.
Well, you better try something here because Joey, unfortunate situation. We did see Samish put that standing 3 to anti-air use throughout the pool play, but a little too early. Not sure what he was looking for there. Got the instant jump 1. Great recognition for Samish. Not only got the punish and then took advantage of the situation. Able to catch Gambler sleeping, still in panic mode, not trying to mess up and die. Switch position, plus frames on the big Tomahawk slam. Some chip damage in those arrows. Looking for the reflect read. Gambler just doing all of the things right now as Samish just steadily, almost eerily walking his way in. I don't like this, Aquaman.
This is getting scary. Are you kidding me?
Are something we don't. I'm telling you. I think you can just feel it in the air sometimes. You can just feel it in the air.
I'm officially at a loss of words.
It just comes, man. I got that tingly feeling. It was the Florida boy symbol. It just pulsated, say, KP, I'm about to win this. Say, all right, cool. There we go. Gambler getting more aggressive now. Oh, and Samish right back at you. Too much aggression. Stand 4 into the gunshot. Looking for the big girl damage. Gonna break away on GP. You didn't have a choice. But the pokes trying to prevent Samish from pressing up close and checking those micro ducks is Gambler.
Looking for the hit advantage, and it's Samish. Mixed up with the low. Did it really quick this time. Unlike against you, where he waited a little bit. This is going to be something. This is going to be big damage. But it's been hard for him to open him up really more than once per round.
Take a big shock to the brain. Hopefully that can take whatever's going on in Samij's head
All
out of there.
All that did was charge the robot. That's all it did was just fill up the battery.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Knocking on the door. Not going to get any escape fails. Samij doesn't really go for it. And this time, the pickup isn't able to go into the Tomahawk. And Gambler looking for the poke. Oh, my goodness. What a comeback. Such poise. I don't know what Samij was thinking with the 4-4 from that far. Maybe he was expecting to dash up and he wanted to check him.
Yeah, dash up down 3, maybe something like that. But hey, W's a W. Gambler's going to take it here and stay alive in the Kolosseum.
I think Gambler might be like the comeback man. Clearly. He's something else. He doesn't leave any rounds open. Instead, gonna break away, forces Samish to come off this meter as well. Samish trying to pile on the shots and waste the time as that offensive bar builds back. Gambler taking advantage, looking for the flawless block on that jump in, not able to secure it. Couldn't do much with it anyway, but any less chip is better than the normal chip you would get anyway. So, air shots to keep the same distance and space. Doesn't want anything to do with Nightwolf's great burst damage if he can get it over.
Perfect stuff out of Samish playing those fundamental fighting game tactics of getting the health lead, making your opponent come to you, and guess what's stopping him from moving forward? That active down 4, utilizing the plus frames to take the turn, and what a whip punish with the back 3. Beautiful stuff there. Samish gonna close it out and put a stop to the madness that is Gambler's comeback factor. Here.
That button is just so it's so good. It's one of the better anti-airs in the game. Sitting at 10 frames, you can't really whiff anything, and she goes with it. So it's like, okay, you thought it was cool to press this button. Whoop. Believe in the power of the glow kick, man. Johnny, pass it down, man. Pass it down. Oh, Cassie, man, give me a baby. Let's do it. Because can it transfer that way? I would love to be able to be strong enough to defeat Shinnok in case we needed it in life.
That's that green stuff right there. That's that
green stuff.
That's that green
on,
stuff.
Man.
That's that sour apple. That's that sour apple. That's that.
You already know. All right, get these fellas out the hill, man. Sami's going to be moving on. Clean stuff. It's just, you play with these guys on a normal basis, and you can just, again, you feel it. You step into that ring, you pick your character, and you know instantly that you're playing in a different room. in the house of skill when it comes to the level, the caliber of these players. And like I said, rising stars. Even though we're all fans, we all know about King Gambler. He's been continually ascending, and the more he does that, and the more other people do that, you know, the Averks and all, it just boosts the scene. It's so good for everybody, and hopefully it can inspire others to keep it going, man. Nightwolf actually not as popular as you would think, too. Kind of up and down on him. Very solid for sure.
What I like about Gambler and seeing Nightwolf and to continue your point of kind of Nightwolf as from a viewer standpoint, not the flashiest character in MK11. Very
not at all.
One of the more basic game plans that you'll ever see a character have, but. What's exciting is seeing Gambler with those comebacks. You know, that's where you see the excitement come in. Is you know, the hard grind, the grueling match that inevitably, it feels like inevitably with King Gambler leads to those moments, which is so special.
Yeah, see, I want to like Averk, and then I shout him out, and then he just spams Buff Scorpion in the chat. I can't deal with this, man.
All right,
you know, you give these kids one frame, they ask you for 4 and make it an overhead. It's just too much. But anyway,
let me get that out of there real quick. Hold up.
Yeah. To the match, we got Combat. Who's gonna go with gears? All right. I like this gear too. I think that's also an underrated thing. I do like to see people's gear loadouts and all of that very clean.
Can we talk
I
about
like that
for like online tournaments. Give us that as well.
Yeah, man. It took us so long to break tradition when NetherRealm's like, you know what? We don't care if Scorpion wears blue. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna open this door, and it's okay because, you know, they call Sub-Zero Blue Scorpion anyway. So why not embrace the memes or the rumors, which has always been a thing dating back to MK1.
I think both my Scorpion and Sub-Zero are purple.
Yeah,
which
and
I
love the freedom that the artists have found in designing some of these skins, clean stuff. And you can't go wrong with the classic either, as Averk with the sweaty back to punish on that sand trap. Are you playing ahead of time? Because I have never seen that. But Combat said, hey, wait a minute, bro. Oh, you got a micro duck? Let me show you something. You want to talk defiance? You want to talk disrespect? This is a matchup that I can't call, actually. I don't know what's
100%. Averk, if I've learned anything, it's just sit back and enjoy the show. We're going to see some madness.
All right, slamming him down. We've all seen the madness of Infinite Water. Gonna hit him with the sand trap. Keep him right next to him. Talk to me. Let's have a meeting in my office. We are men. Down one. Yeah, what's up? Oh, I pressed it first. The classic. Gonna spin that bar to secure the round. Absolutely. Stand or spear. Look at it.
I have never seen a player more confident in pressing 2 buttons in my life. Never afraid to 1-1 as Averk. No matter where he is on the screen, no matter what he just blocked or got hit by. He's like 1-1, and I'm gonna look for the hit confirm 100% of the time.
I think I need a lore answer. I want to know who it is who's riding the horses in the back of this stage. You know, they come around, they're like going in a lap. It's very intriguing.
It's a chariot,
This guy right here. Who is that? Is that the Joker?
No, that's one of the, that's just a poor Aztec fighting for his life.
Yeah,
for the amusement of the crowd.
Yeah, life sucks and then you die. It's unfortunate. 4-2-1, gonna cut it short there from Combat. Didn't want to risk giving Averk a shot at that flawless block up 2 that he's been doing so well. All right, laying up 1-1, poke, and Combat. Wow, more respect than I've seen usually anywhere. But the stand 1 check into the throw. We all know Geras can throw you either way. It's he gets pokey on either one, so it doesn't matter.
And
back to back.
What's the mix gonna be? The firm walk up. The walk with his chest up into the down 1, giving Averk a taste of his own medicine that we saw in that last match. Not afraid to Oki with the down 1 himself.
So effective, right? Oh my god, that Averk special comes out. Down 1 into the fatal blow on block, knowing that you are going to counter poke. It does Geras survive. He does not. Right on the button. 319 damage to get the job done. And Averk drawing first blood with a back 1 swipe and a sword cutting down from the skies, depleting Noble Combat's life bar just at the tip. Perfection. He just knew. You got to spray a little bit on that. Averk is so clean. So clean.
I don't even know what to say. I grabbed some. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what I grabbed, chat. This may be that 1 fatal blow that I grabbed. Let's just take a look. I grabbed something earlier in the set, but I may have accidentally fat fingered the end, and we're just gonna see this savage fatal blow one more time. Combat in full control here, getting the beautiful knockdowns. Looking properly.
The
with
throws were starting to add up too. We were talking about 3 throws.
And the
You're looking
down
at
one.
42% damage. Big time trouble.
And then down one fatal blow. This man pulled the actual Combat League special.
He just pulled the same thing he pulled in the first match here in game 2, starting off with that back 2. It wasn't quite a punish this time, but he did confirm into the teleport, or he just went into it. Averk showing that he is a man of his reads there. The stand 2 is going to whiff that. Going to get crushed. And Combat going with the proper move to get the side switch positioning. Everything optimized in his brain as he watches Scorpion hopelessly flail across the screen, whipping an entire string. Okay, right back at you. He has improved it. And right, oh, okay, what's up? You want to flawless block after the bait? How's that? You always press a button, bet of spikes. Take it in your back. Oh,
again, the confidence. I've never seen such confidence in someone pressing those buttons, KP. Just wake up 1-1 when you have 17 different advancing mids that could be coming at you.
There's a good advancing mid there, the 4-3 that he checked to the chin. Geras checking that approach, and then the sand trap to close it out. Combat not shaking, you know, just rocked a little bit. Big
4-2-1-2 low sand trap. This is day one. This is
real man stuff. That's what it is. The flawless block there, checking in with that 2-1, looking for the plus frames, and that is the beauty of it, right? You want to look for a flawless block or look to interrupt Averk as he's conditioned you that he's going to press buttons in a sequence on hit or block. But when he can't into that away teleport, and if you press, you're setting yourself up for the whip punish. It's fantastic. So smart. So deep the mind games here with Reborn Scorpion.
Has a lot of resources, does Averk right now. We've seen crazier comebacks, no counter on that. Otherwise, we would have seen all of the damage. And what? Oh my god! Oh, that was so quick. I'm gonna clip this just so that we cannot see that again.
That was so ugly. Oh my god, standing free choke just like that, raw.
We're out here. We're out here.
You know what? I don't have the answers, Aquaman.
Nope. There are no answers.
What I just saw, but you can put a 1 in the win column for Combat.
That's the beauty of it, is that what can we talk about? Like, I don't even know.
I'm not saying anything about that.
I don't want to say anything about that. Again, something happened so stupid at the end that I forgot what I even clipped, but I'm going to watch it back. This is early on, second round. The massive cash out by Combat. I think this is the wake up 1-1 if I'm being honest with you. Let's find out.
I think Combat just straight up had enough. Maybe that was like a message, low key. Just like, let me send him a message.
This is a micro duck from Averk, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh my god! Oh, so quick.
What are we talking about, man? Like that was not fair, bro. That hurts feelings. I'm not even playing and that hurt my feelings.
Round 1, fight.
You can't hit confirm that. You can't.
No, not at all.
You can't.
But what he can do is take advantage after the throw. It might only seem like 14%, but man, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, Combat, getting saucy there early on. 2-4 into the low set, but Averk ready, willing, and able to punish that on cue. Again, the 4-3 into the teleport cancel, looking for Combat to chase him down with buttons. Maybe the back to 2, and he punished. He punished. Okay, Averk. Okay.
That's what we're doing out here. Nice confirmation.
Bro, I was already impressed, bro. You can slow down. All right, but hold this temporal advantage.
Wait a minute. I haven't seen this in a millennia.
I know, man. Shades of old Deoxys. Remember when that guy used to play Geras? Oh my god, the holy grail of neutral and footsies, and it moved on to upgraded. There's the body splash, stand 4 into charge punch.
Oh, finally overcommitting. There was Averk, but still safe for the 1-1-2. And Combat has a no fear putting out the negative frames in the cap of the 4-2-1-2. And Averk just going to check him right there. A couple times there, Combat was disrespectful and went for flawless blocks on the post 4-2-1-2 mind game. So Averk, good read with the throw there.
And Combat there beating Averk to the draw. You saw the very hilt of that sword coming out as Averk was firing up that back 1, but he met that knee to the face. Nice pickup. Stand 4 starter. 226 damage before he even got launched from the choke. We look Aquaman. Oh my goodness.
I thought this character was nerfed.
He could have put the extra fatal blow, the forward one, you know, throwing him out of the corner.
Yep.
But, you know, who's going to complain when you're getting 46% damage? Ugh.
A 318 right back at you.
Oh,
Stop it.
my.
Please stop it. No punish there, but ain't the old school overhead.
A better
And
punish. Get your back broken. Avert not ready for the mix-up. He knows that Combat's been playing dirty.
Yeah, where's
trying
that
to slide a
teleport?
low slant in there.
Follow.
But no low stand this time.
Paul, where's that teleport of Gears where it crawls up into a sandball? I love that song.
He did it on the win pose too. All right, down 2, trying to bait out the breakaway, but that's okay. You'll take that damage into
still
the throw
hurts.
setup. Yeah, big.
Oh
Oh
my
my God. All right,
We have entered the next layer of Yomi, which is just do it even more.
Yeah, even with the huge life lead, Combat has no defensive meter. He doesn't care about risks. Gonna throw Scorpion out of that down 3 startup. There's the flawless block again, but instead of going for the high, he went for the mid both times. You will not micro duck me again. How about a knee to the face and Combat striking back? 2 games to 1. Avert looked immortal. I mean, he
Yeah,
looked
a little
mortal.
bit.
Sorry,
That
he
was-
looked mortal in that match. That wasn't the Scorpion that we saw having his way with space and distance and buttons and all of that. No. Combat controlled that from start to finish.
And I really like Combat's call out because he had to have watched that last match of Averx and gone, this guy's not afraid to literally do the same thing twice. And called him out for it, with those micro ducks. But either way, not taking a risk with the forward 3-2. Imagine him having more than one safe mid. Imagine that. Just so you guys know. But really smart stuff by Combat to call that out and make that quick adjustment mid-set of watching out for that micro duck after the flawless block up 3 that we just saw in that replay. Combat wants to solidify his #1 standings in the points. By the way, we didn't mention that earlier. #1 seed of the entire Kolosseum went down earlier to show off, but is looking good. Here, came in as the 3 seed, jumped up to the 1 seed just by making top 8, and the other 2 following early on.
Round 1, fight.
Oh my God! Combat's gonna be the #1 seed next week potentially, and then he's just gonna get mixed in like round 2, and then I'm not playing this shit no more.
So, KP, and this is going to sound really bad, but you should almost be happy, and this is, again, I'm so sorry that I'm saying this, but the 16 seed would be in Combat's pool. So,
yeah, that's okay. Listen, man, the truth never hurts my feelings, bro. We take it. It's all love. I get what I deserve. I get what I earn. We'll sit 17, just like in real life. Wake up button. Into the 1-1. Camera flash.
That's it. A little too close to home right there. 17 straight to the bar. But
you already know.
Our first time seeing Averick off of Scorpion.
Wow.
If I remember pools correctly, looking kind of crazy out here. And
you saw Combat just pull the fast one with the flash photography. He didn't amplify it, so Avark wasn't actually stuck for a combo. Instead, he took that time to dash up and sneak a throw in there. Cheeky.
I would have got hit. 100%.
You are a dirty young man. I love it.
I would have gotten annihilated by that throw. Equally as well. Again, you just never really see that. Ooh, trying to shimmy there is Averick with the back 3, get the throw, and this is just like a pure counter pick for Averick here, and you know that even if Combat were to fall here, I think we're definitely going to see the switch.
Let me apologize too. My bad. I got the names mixed up. I call Averick
Combat.
Yeah, Thank you very
Because
much.
you're so used to Johnny
everybody
Cage.
else in the chat. Always correct me, baby. Always correct me. Don't feel bad. It doesn't bother me. All right. Temporal advantage though. I won't miss this. When you're stuck in that, you just press down 2. Everybody knows that combo. Forward 3, throw again, going up top.
Very rare respect by Averick right there on the post forward 3 as well. You know, that could be a slight stagger, could be +1, and Averick has never been afraid to press the button, but he actually kind of respected that potential +1 right there, or 0 with the 6 framer.
Yeah, going up top. That throw animation, as sick as it is, right? Like, people hate Gears, but all of his moves are extremely cool, and he looks
beautiful animations.
He looks as good as he is,
I
right?
think,
so as he claps the throne on you, just get a hammer to your head.
Both,
you have to actually hold that.
Both from MKX and MK11. Well, the micro duck right back at you, says Combat. I would say Gears is definitely amongst the top newly added characters in Mortal Kombat. I love his addition.
Without question. How about the jump back body splash where he taps you with his heel just to let you know he can hit you with every part of his body? Time has treated this man exceptionally well. And what? Looking for the short hop quick overhead. It had no range, so it whips completely. How does Averick answer? There you go. Buttons. Open up. This is going to be a big combo off of it, depending on all the resources he uses.
This is how it starts right here. Gonna keep him standing. Look for the reset. Good blocks there by Combat. And just throwing out the 4-3 again to close out another game. And the match
Yeah.
against Aver. Combat just a little too strong. Going back in time, as it were, to one of his old buddies, Geras.
Oh, praise Chronica. The new era
All
shall
for the
rise.
blessing. All for the
The
blessings
new
of Chronica
era.
right there.
The new era shall rise. It wasn't too bad, but Aver not looking as comfortable with Johnny Cage. Johnny is more of a, you have to hit your opponent less times. You get the hit confirmed, you go into, snapshot, and then work it out from there. Whereas the Scorpion, yeah, he has to get more hits, but he's just so much more fluid and everything that's going on with the character. I do understand it may be a matchup thing, but as you get higher and higher, Aver, and you start bumping elbows with these Omega top guys, definitely going to need to get that back up in handy. It's just the way of the world, unless you're playing like absolute top, like character top tier. You're going to need that backup. Those utility characters, they come in handy, man.
Most certainly, and that's going to set up a noble team kill in the losers semifinals. Samij versus Combat, 2 teammates. That's going to be a heartbreaker no matter how that goes. And then winners finals, we're going to have Gur versus Show Off coming up next. What do you want to do here, chat? You guys want to go up?
Talk to him.
Talk to
let
me.
him know.
I'm really, you know what? The Colosseum's all about you guys. Do you guys want to do Samij versus Combat or Gur versus Show Off right now?
Oh, we should definitely do Gur versus Show Off, though. Combat can
I
wait.
think so.
He's like 12.
I think so too.
He's like
I think
12.
so too. I think so too. I like having fun here. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I also just want to see these guys. Let's see where the match arena is at for the week.
All right, talk to him.
Well, I get some invites.
Numbers, baby.
$185 is on the line just tonight. Going to top 3, 50, 30, 20 split. You guys can see what these players are actually going to earn if you go to the payout section. So first place, looking about $100 on the week. That's not that bad. I mean,
Hey, yo, Combat, if you win, man, it's XO Boys, man. You still owe me for LCQ. So if y'all remember,
hold up.
Combat tweeted. I tweeted at Combat when Final Combat made the right choice to bring Combat in as the winner of the LCQ spot, since he was literally next on the leaderboards. I say, yo, you're representing all of LCQ. So for all 127 of us or whatever it was that signed up, whatever you win, we want our cut. And he said, yeah, bro, I got you. I have the tweets, bro. So, you got a dinner at least, and we out here, and we're even. I haven't forgot, Combat. We haven't forgot. Yeah, Splash, we need our cut, bro. All of us, everybody who signed up. Listen, man, if Intersport and WP took care of everybody, you know what I'm saying? You got to be held to the same standard, bro. We need it all. You represented all of us, bro. Congratulations on making top 8 in Final Combat, but yeah, we're gonna need that when that hits.
here is the finale pot. $2,360.09. We got Androids in with a $69.69 donation. Let's get it. Saying KP touched on it a little. Talk up these guys with competition jitters. There's another low-key ninja killer out there. Of course there is. And you know what, guys? If you guys want to be the next ninja killer or the next top player, you never know until you try. So sign up for free at smash.gg/Kolosseum. K7 and Gurv showing up here for winners finals. Let me get that scoreboard reflecting that.
Geras. Sub-Zero.
Man, I gotta give credit to the players tonight. They are on fire with accepting these invites. Walter dropping some gifted subs in the chat. Shouts to Walter, one of the coordinators of the entire pro competition. I don't know if I just put him on blast or not, but
No, you did. I think he said the magic word because before that he said, "Oh, Intersport, okay," and then winky eye, and then
damn
bang.
it. Okay, never mind. I'm not giving them any credit anymore. That was the only.
Nah, because it was definitely. I had to let them know. Like they definitely handled that clean. The way Final Combat like refunds were handled and everything.
Oh, beautiful. That was
super clean.
Especially when you saw the
It was
fallout
quick, too.
afterwards of no one getting refunded for any of these events that were way larger.
But
Correct.
not 1,000 times.
Let's get in.
The
to
only
winners
event larger
finals.
than this part of the bracket is grand finals, but we are one step before. These men playing in the yard, trying to come into grand finals house and close the door behind them. But Gurr taking it up top. Big time slam, and did he just, no, he did he react and go, he saw the back one whiffed and with the fork. You know what, I'm gonna get every credit to every player tonight, and just gonna assume this is all intentional.
All skill. Avalanche too from Show Off. What I love about Show Off is he is a true character specialist. People break out all 3 variations in bracket flawlessly.
Yeah, I think that's something people should respect, is the variation system, whether you like it or not. If you play a character, explore your options. The answer may lay there for specific matchups that you have trouble with.
Trying to force block, but not enough of a gap because of the changes to that up 2 of Geras. I'm ready for it. Already got 2 slides loaded. 1 more for the crushing blow. Just gonna keep Gurman in place. He said, you know what? You have Sand Clone. I've got this right here for you. No.
Oh, no, you're dead. Oh, he
was
was close enough. Used the wrong button for the punish. K7 thought he was really point blank. There's a teleport. Garrett's gonna run away.
Not like
in the
this.
middle. Set up the clone, and the forward 2 to catch him on the down drop. You already know.
Show Off had everything going for him there, and it was literally Thanos snapped from existence. Or Darkseid snapped out of existence if we're going to keep it canon.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sub-Zero would definitely get cooked on Apocalypse free. Did Sub-Zero lose the Darkseid in Injustice 2? I don't know. Oh my God!
Wait!
Because this may already be a canon matchup. You know what? Sub-Zero was in Injustice 2, so...
I'm not gonna lie, KP, I don't remember anything about that game.
Fair enough. Well, you can remember that 3 slides amplified equal the crushing blow on the next one. And K7 not gonna leave the damage on the board. Is gonna use everything to try to mount a comeback and at least take it 1 round at a time, spending the resource, which is a very popular, very smart, very common strategy when trying to get these rounds. Oh, punish! Yes!
That's a big one there. Gur doesn't have the defensive bar. He's been able to reset 2 bad positions with that step back in time. He's about to get another one. The down one hit advantage. Get another command grab. Such a mix-up. But on reaction, K7 getting the slide. Right into the DMs of Gur. 1 hit away now. But Gur, this is getting dangerous.
Yeah, K7 being a little too anxious right now. He is in control. He has the life lead. Gur, no. And the plus frames, instead of going for the risk with the slide, working on chip damage now, and the great flawless block from Gur. He's able to survive, but he cannot survive another block string. Can't risk anything. Can't even—
oh my gosh!
Damage, but who needs chip damage when you have a suction cup fatal blow? All the distance necessary. Does he have enough on the tip for this? Yes, he does. Game 1 going to Gur.
I'm showing you guys my face because I am in shock of what just... He set... That was intentional. It was 100% set up. And it was godlike. It was Gur-like. What more can you say about that? That was sensational.
You ever watch something happen to somebody else and it just hurts you too? Yeah. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm hurt too. Like it just, I'm just here to work. And you gotta hurt us like this?
Sub-Zero.
Broke ass fatal blow.
Geras.
Broke.
Teleport fatal blow from a range that was really good at, like, specifically, like it was such a good, like, outside of sweep distance to get someone to whiff.
Okay, it's actually
Because
not that, bro, because you can like super punish it, but
yeah,
still, like,
K7 had shown, he punished K7, and this is like layer 94. He punished K7 for showing that he could react to the teleport.
Round 1.
That's stupid.
Yeah, he walked up to him, got him close, pulled him in. Hey, let me tell you a secret, my boy. And then teleported out and punished him. And that's a 6-frame down 1, by the way. It's not something you're going to react to. Gerb was just on point with that read. And yeah, that would have been about 18-19% with the follow-up sand trap to close things out. But keeping it safe is K7 going to check with that down 1. Gerb looking to set up the clone. Here we go. Plus frames. No, going to get the combo as the second hit of the string scoops up. Does he have enough?
Yeah, we're going to the corner. Not quite. And what a call up by Gur. But no confirmation. K7 could have gone for a ride right there without having defensive bar. The 4-2-1-2. No defensive bar to close out. And Gur, the 1-4-2. Gonna get the crucial block and a savage jump out of the corner. This should be enough for the kill as long as the execution is there. And hammer time. Ooh, 4 health still left. He could have gone to the command grab for the kill, but I think he wanted to put him closer to the corner on this side.
Yeah, when that 4-2 got blocked, it was just, it's a different shift. Gur is clearly trying to remind K7 that this is winners finals, and he is the defending champion of the week. Trying to run it back 2 times in a row, and I mean, even though the final scores are based on consistency, if you win 2 weeks, I mean, you're pretty much gonna be close to guaranteed as you can. But again, grounded crushing blow, K7 with the pickup. I like it. Not forced to use the meter. And he can't combo into Ice Ball in this variation because he doesn't have the meter burn version.
That is
Can
right.
only keep, can only mix it up or keep it safe. A, all right. A. Yeah, right there, getting funky with it.
Getting crazy on a skirt. Resetting the neutral with a clone out. Now he's playing his game. That's the position he wants. And nice punish by Gur. He's going to put up a trap. And then is it going to be teleported in or is it going to be zoning? You know that K7 can react, but Gur has a fatal blow. I'm scared. I'm frightened. I'd be sweating right now if I was sitting in this match right now. Trying to make the region jumping out of the double-digit plus frame. This K7 barely missing. Down 4 slide. Now we're playing Mortal Kombat. We're getting crazy. Another clone out for Gur.
Definitely the guy who pioneered that. It wasn't until he started down 4 sliding everybody that I saw people doing down 4.
Oh my God.
No, it worked again. So he had an insurance policy no matter how you cut it. Gur, too smart. K7, he's the one. Exactly. I was wondering why he was chasing Gur down. He had the life lead. Gur needed to make the move. But he calmed down, got to that mid-screen range, and just said, hold on, let me stop. And when he backed up, Gur jumped. Great recognition from K7. And taking advantage of his tendency to walk back and not block, throwing out that slide, loading up that crushing blow.
And I believe he's got it fully loaded right now. One more mix-up, and Gur's gonna find himself at a massive health deficit. Already does in the corner, just swinging his way out. With that 4-2-1, making a big ring into the frog splash this time around.
Oh my God, 4-2 into Ice Ball.
I don't see everything right there. I guess that was like galactic level of Gur gonna press a button after the forward 2 because there isn't much of a threat in this variation off of it.
All right, now
Not
falling
safe
for the initial hit, so he didn't get counter hit, but this time, I don't know if K7 was looking for a stand 1 anti-air or the flawless block, but instead he got opened up. Gur reading out that breakaway, gonna set up the clone. Bye-bye.
Yep,
Gonna
later,
keep it
I'm out
safe.
here. All right,
Yeah,
we're going back in. Plus frames, guess again. And it's gonna be
And
the
if he
full
closes up-
confirm, and this is death 2-0 for Gur.
Finish him.
Are we gonna brutality?
Yeah.
Oh!
Very unfortunate situation. No legs, no head. Just disgusting, man. Garrus, what? It looked like he left burn marks on the bottom. What's really in that sand? What is really in that sand?
Is it messed up that I get hungry seeing those little like turkey legs? Both
Wow,
in this
actually said that. That's
both
crazy.
in this both
You actually said that out loud, and you're trying to explain it. This is crazy.
both in this brutality and the Cetrion fatality. It's like, man, okay. I'm kind of hungry right now. That'd be delicious. Is that messed up?
Actually, man, in these quarantine times, I ain't even about to hold you. Like, in about 2 weeks, ask me again, and I'll make sure I have the same opinion as you.
Bro, okay. I might beat Tarkatan. Hold up.
We never know, dog. When the teeth start growing and the blades start coming out 2 months into the quarantine, just don't tweet it. The government will come for you. Just hold it down until you can learn how to control the blades in and out like Baraka. Otherwise, cooked. All right, but game 3, Gur looking for a clean sweep and to continue his domination over the past week. And tonight, it's just, how does K7 respond, right? 4-4 is getting him in all the time, but everything after it hasn't been effective. Jump ins, no can do. Gur with the flawless block up 2. Here's a throw. Another Oki situation, stand on top 14% at a time. This is down 3 into the down 1. Dash back 2. Just all of the tools, right? Plus frames, using Eternal to its greatest potential, leaving nothing on the field. And again, K7 with the 4-4, he's getting in there, but he hasn't figured out what to do once he is in the game.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to see out of K7. Was the switch instead of winner? No commitment off the 4-2. Could have had it right there. Could have begun exactly that. He didn't have, I think, enough of a threat with Avalanche to really threaten Gur's defense and movement. But here instead of winner, he could definitely cash out a lot early on rather than, you know, in trying to load up that slide crushing blow. Every hit can lead to exactly this.
Yeah, this is what the Dead of Winter pick was for. Gonna switch it back up to give him some more combo opportunities. 4-2 in the dream. See, it worked in this variation. That's all I'm saying. Going up top, there's just something about the psychological prowess knowing that back 3 is ever a threat and it's so quick. You try to just block low and cover all your options only to react to the overhead. But no. Unless you're a rewind with Sonic, I don't see it happening. Ninja Killer could probably react too. That guy's definitely a robot. for sure.
Oh, 100%. He's actually AI. I'm pretty sure Ninja Killa is just a Apollo creation to like punish us for all of our misdeeds over the years.
They made him in MKX, and it was like, yo, just wait. People
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
And they let him cook up until he was ready in MKX, and then it's like, oh, okay, this exists.
They had to get the version 2.0.
All right, well, Gerd trying to keep it solid and run the continuation again. K7 really relying on his flawless block jumping as a fantastic combo starter, but I like the idea jumps over. He knows a thing or two about that sweet spot, eh?
Those have been some miracle jumps for me. I know I get launched into outer space, trying to jump into an active amplified sand clone to the corner. We go. Oh, that's such a brutal looking command grab right there. The short hop mix. What are you doing, Ger?
I don't know, man.
I
feel like the
was
short
that a
hop
flawless
should
block
be
on a wake up? Maybe.
Probably. Maybe looking for back one.
Or
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, Ger, calm down.
All right, Ice Ball out, trying to catch Gerd, pressing buttons, maybe trade with a sand trap, which would still probably most likely be in the favor of Sub-Zero. I don't know if he'd get there in time. We're gonna find out right now. He does.
He most certainly does. That is the downside of Eternal and New Era's sand trap, is that he does not move, remains stationary, and so he loses almost every trade.
Nice jump in. K7 has Gert on the ropes, just blocking. Successfully waits for a more traditional turn to take back. Forward throw from K7. I'd like to see him do more of that. There's the forward two blocked by Gert. Somehow, some way, cheating. Check his pad, check his controller. Check Coach Steve. They're probably playing together. I don't like this. But
what's crazy to me is that he didn't amplify that ice ball either. It's as if he like block confirmed it and went, this ain't even worth it. This is a tough spot to be.
Going up top again, looking for the trades, which would work easily in Showal's favor. That way he can get a singular hit and go into a mix-up. But luckily for Ger, he ended up in an airborne situation, so he couldn't ground him into mix. Looking for the back three to connect. Ger jumps.
Oh!
Yep.
This is gonna scale immensely. Is this death? Let's find out.
Counter down, hit him on the head, and a chance at life. Has no bars. Looks to get him before early on, back one, trying to avoid the sand trap, and Ger with a fantastically placed sand trap to catch K7's landing frames. There was nothing he could do about that situation other than try to mix up his timing of not being on the ground. And what are you worried about if you're Ger and you have all the time in the world to back up, especially with Garrus's backdash and ability to kind of like wave dash back? There was no way K7 was going to escape at 3-0 and a walk into the grand finals on the winner's side. Is Ger.
Looking like the reigning champion of the Kolosseum, indeed, is Ger here.
I also would like to commend Ger for now establishing that he says GG's after the fatality is done. And instead of never mind. Oh,
what a very Ger thing to do. Like watch the whole thing. I also had a full-blown conversation about Ger, about the music of this game, and he's like, bro, let me tell you about round 3 of this stage's original soundtrack. And I'm like, Ger, what are you even talking about right now? Ger loves these video games from the ground up, and I hope that you guys can understand that.
That's funny because like that's like the only like kind of like toxic thing Ger's ever done, and it was a complete mistake.
Yeah,
it's like, oh GG's, oh never mind.
He's like I'm just trying to enjoy myself because you can't hate Ger. It's literally impossible.
Yeah, so he'll never do that again. It was fantastic showing, man. Anyways, K7 is still very much alive. You know, no stranger to how tournaments work, and he does know he has a second life and an opportunity. He will be awaiting the winner of our next match between Samij and Combat. So noble teammates, double cash kill, and this is nothing new to Aquaman ran online events.
Yep.
We've seen the noble team kill for about 5 years now. That was such a 4 years, 5 years now. It just doesn't stop, regardless of the game, regardless of anybody's affiliation.
That was the ultimate, because we were affiliated with them. It was the ultimate non-rigging of the brackets, was that our boys kept killing each other early on.
Couldn't stop it no matter what. It was so clean. But let's take a look here. Go ahead and get these boys.
What we'll do is I'm going to go and chuck us to a break. We'll come back for this losers run, and then probably one last really short one before grand finals. No, I'm not trying to grow a beard. I'm just in quarantine. I'm lazy. If I'm being honest with you, but I don't know. I'm gonna see how it comes in. But
free the barbers, man. Free the barbers.
Man. I know.
Free 'em.
So, guys, we're going to be right back with losers semis and losers finals. Coming up next is going to be Samij versus Combat. The winner of that will face K7 Show Off. Don't go anywhere. More Mortal Kombat to come. See you in just a few moments.
Welcome to pixelpro.io, a platform full of resources for content creators with over 250 being completely free. In 2020, we aim to expand this library with over 100 new resources, including 2 new resource types. Alongside our free resources is our marketplace. This is where artists and designers can open up a shop to sell pre-designed graphics. Shop owners can expand their reach, and content creators get even more options when looking for graphics. This year, we will be releasing new versions of graphics packs through Drusif Designs, bringing more tools and value to content creators. From content creators just starting out to well-established communities, we are here to give you more options to build and grow. This is pixelpro.io.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We have entered top 4 here in the Kolosseum. Gur advancing to the grand finals on the winner's side. Samij versus Combat coming at you here in losers semis. The winner of that will face K7 Show Off in losers finals. So really, this match right here, a lot's on the line, not just in points, but the loser gets nothing. The loser is made it to the end of the Wonka factory. Congratulations, you get nothing. But the winner makes it into the money. KP, your mic may be muted.
Cassie Cage.
That's what happened.
There we go.
Yeah.
I saw
Listen,
I saw your mouth moving, and I was
not a-
like, I don't know what's. Is that on my?
You know this all too well. You're not a real streamer if you haven't like talked into a muted mic.
Oh, 100%.
That's just facts. That's just what it is.
I've had 10-minute rants into silence. It's like getting muted on Twitter and still trying to talk shit.
Yeah, the worst part is when you don't have the chat up during that rant. Because everybody's trying to help you, desperately, but it's all love. Let's keep it going. It's Samij. Hold on. Combat going with Baraka. Another explosive, high damage, double crushing blow direction throwing character who struggles in the neutral, right? That's his story. He's a bit of a tank, a bit bulky, but boy, if he touches you, is it punishment like almost no other character in the game.
We saw some wonderful things out of D7 with this character in the past couple of weeks in the Kolosseum. Just stopping the advancement with the 1-1-2 and immediate force of breakaway. And now there's not a one of the scariest characters to break away from, because then you're sweating not to get open up one more time.
Oh my God!
And here
right
it is.
On cue. Aquaman speaking it into existence and going for as much as he can. 392 off one bar into a throw, save the crushing blow. And because Cassie has that 950, her 14% on the bar isn't in the same
It's a
exact
lot
spot.
different.
So, yeah, you're gonna die from that one, unfortunately, Miss Cage. And,
You know,
and combat just go ahead.
We talked about earlier how, you know, characters that can put up that kind of damage they're just not going to be completely out of it.
All right, going up top. Oh, and again, we talked about that earlier. Throughout the entirety of the stream, Samij is not going to let you have enough time to get the buttons that have longer frames. You have to poke this man up close to take it back. A beautiful jump back one.
Jeez.
Even gets the continuation, even though one of the hits in the string whiffs, has enough hit stop, I guess, to, you know, complete the combo within the engine. Sometimes those things don't quite work, but I guess off 1-1-1 is just enough. Pokes the knee right there, does not want any part of that forward four from combat, trying to force his way in. And look at this. I don't know what's happening. This is some type of
Did
stare
a pad
down.
die?
I don't know. Combat definitely, okay. I think they're,
Okay, they're letting some,
okay, cool.
they're letting it kind of
Letting
buffer
the thing
out.
go around. All right, cool, cool. I like that. Higher levels of respect from the two youngins. They saw that ping number probably jump a little
Yeah,
high.
they're like,
said,
wait a
"All right."
minute, wait a minute.
Yeah, gonna back up, gonna let that rock. All right, not even gonna attempt to end the air there.
For me, I would have known that immediately, KP, if they both went full screen and started teabagging, because that's what we used to do back in the day. Because once it like sped up, we were like, okay, we're gonna go again. But the fact that they did nothing was like, how do you know?
Samij's actual machine. This fool only threw out a stand one. That was it. And that looked completely normal somehow coming from him. I only questioned it when I saw combat. That's how crazy Samij is. All right, there's a 4-3 to check him right there. Looking for the turn on the rest of that string, but Samij's gonna play it slow. Go for the interruption there after that 1-1 to just check him. But again, that 1-1-2 into the command grab, you don't really have to confirm that, right? It's gonna let you do it. And taking advantage of the clock wasted between the lag. Combat just wastes up.
My.
He just woke up with it. He was like, yeah.
That was for
I'm
multiple
going for it.
reasons. You know, only had 6 seconds on the clock. Wanted to put him at 1 hit away. You know, if he would have opened him up cleanly, may not done enough damage in time for it to kill, and wanted to make it on that 1 read. I like what combat went for there. A little risky. Well, a lot of risky. But Samij taking game number 1. Again, this is a team kill. These guys will be very familiar with each other, both representing Noble GG. Winner gets the privilege of facing K7 in the losers finals combat. Already falling to K7 earlier today, but that was an absolute fire match in a final game. And Samij just silently, like, cerebral assassinating this losers bracket to make it this far. And it's gonna be the switch to Johnny from combat. This is a character we know all too well with combat, and I expect a lot more aggression and a lot more buttons.
Yeah.
Especially wake-up buttons. It's crazy how much he wakes up buttons with this character in comparison to others.
It's defiance. Defiance is definitely my word for combat. But imagine getting opened up within 3 seconds and having to break away to just to eat the crushing blow right after. Okay, Cassie, 397.
Yeah, hold up. I thought she didn't do damage, KP. What's going on here?
I heard a lot of things throughout my time watching this game. You know, he's just kind of sit back and watch it all unfold time and time again, depending on the version. Anyway, combat this time, getting that defensive meter back, but Samij just putting on an absolute clinic. I'm not even sure if combat's had any hit outside of a 1-2 poke here or there. There's a down 4, and those do add up. And a throw on top of it. It's about 16-17% in one sequence. Chases him down with that fireball. Beautiful stuff. And the punish, yes. You're not going to be able to just leave that out there and not have combat take advantage.
And this beautiful position, but Samij multiple times tonight has called out Johnny's stand 1 in the corner. Again, dangerous with the 1-2 coming. He's got that timing down. Not afraid to instantly do it, so combat might have to do it a little bit earlier, or meeting with a back 3, 4-3-4. You know, who knows in those situations.
Daddy Cage showing her how it's done. You know, Paulo giveth and Paulo taketh away. As Cassie wished she could just amplify that glow kick and be safe, you know, with no gap. giving her a taste of what she once had. There's the run-up throw, though. Back throw. Okay, Samish electing not worried about space on the corner.
Oh, that was whipping out of combat. Drops out those side switch combo there with Samish. And of course, Combat gonna go for that back throw. He wants the corner more than anything, but Samish has done. It hasn't been a threat for Samish yet. The corner.
Yeah, who needs the corner when Combat's whiffing that far and that wide? I mean, you got
Whiffs
an entire football field to throw that normal.
An entire 1-2-4.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, going over, looking for the flawless block. You see Samish stand up just a little bit, jumps back. That would have made any juggle kind of weird, and he escaped the throw. So, playing it safe now. Doesn't want to deal with the knockdown of the shot. Not sure if that was close enough range to punish with the shadow kick, but there's the poke again. Trying to keep Samish grounded. Combat not looking to take too many risks.
Yeah.
But
try to be safe as
Samish
possible.
also not committing.
Has a fittable cancel available. Not gonna do it. Catches Samish, trying to call it just a stagger. So good reaction to Samish. Another one. Oh no, this is getting crazy. To the corner we go. Just as the stand too. Scary. Samish has been all over those highs. Gets to jump out of the corner and the savagery.
Beautiful pickup there.
He's been so good at
Final round.
getting out of the corner immediately. He hasn't found himself blocking more than one string in this corner, and now he's the one bullying.
How about that? The one thing Combat has done more efficiently than anybody is chase down and check and call out backdashes with that 4-3, man. Johnny covering so much horizontal space. There's another down two.
Wow.
Back to back in case you didn't see it the first time. Instant replay. Oh, holds the frame. Nope, nut punches instead. Outtake it to the corner. There's a shadow kick. And yeah, this round, speed run. Never mind.
Oh, Samish in the corner. Punish there. And no call right there, but that's such a rare thing to do. You know, taking the risk. There's Samish early on. I don't know what it was, but it was so pretty looking.
I love that so much.
It looks so
It's not the most
satisfying.
damaging thing, but it's, yeah, absolutely. In trouble now.
Oh, taking it
Keep
again. I'm scared. It does. Oh, that had been input error by Samish there. You know, those weird frames on blocked jump normals can really mess up your follow-up, where they just get eaten. You know, the very first one.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, definitely a stand 3. I'm not sure if that was the go-to button, especially from that high of a jump in. You know that high attack is not going to jail. And if you thought Combat wasn't going to press, well, got some snake oil for you. And also got some oceanfront property in Kansas, in case you want to take that out as well. Let people know, man. It's crazy if you thought Combat wasn't gonna press there.
Johnny Cage.
If you guys are watching from home, if you ever run into Combat League or in a tournament, just bank on him pressing buttons. Best advice we can give here. And to KP's excitement,
What's up? Talk to him.
The princess has entered the arena. KP, would you say that you're a fan of hers?
Big fan.
I will see myself. I will see myself out. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the broadcast down. You guys, thanks for watching tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show.
The Mage is actually playing Highborn. This doesn't happen. He's been real high on the fanfare train, and I'm like, yo, stop. Play the other team, please. And I think Katana actually can fight Johnny pretty well in this variation. It's in the evens in my book. You know, building up that chip damage, catching, mixing up between the pokes and the like. But you can react to all of those cancels. We'll see if Combat decides to challenge. But Samish, Samish is the king of jumping up close, out of strings and out of his pressure. He just knows when you're going to do the thing. Yeah. Keeping it. Combat gonna, hit him before the side comes down, so it goes away, whether hit or block.
That's
Combat
the beauty
knowing
of
the thing.
of that force ball. So quick. One of the quickest in this entire game. For the wake up buttons either there. Samish. Look at that chip damage. Can add up. Nice challenge by Combat there.
Only +1 at best after those razors, so Combat gonna challenge. However, Samish just taking the time, but whipping, and Combat's not gonna have any of it.
That is a whiff back on 4 out there for an awful long time, and there's no stopping that double flutter right there. Woo!
Oh my God! And the flawless block on the back one, denying every Samish attempt at approaching. Get that chip. Yes, it's safe. Stay on top of it. Great stagger there. Caught Combat trying to press a button, and now Samish in controls. All right, doesn't want to give him any damage because those sides do a lot of chip. And
They most certainly do.
Definitely optimal situation there. Jumps in, looking for the flawless block again. Both of them missing their punishes. That works out in favor of Samish. Combat quad trying to press a button and got his health bar depleted. This is what Highborn does.
That is exactly what Highborn does. If you blink wrong, if you accidentally don't block,
yeah,
oh
you
my.
disrespect the princess. you pay the price. It is what it is. Block. It's not okay. It's not crazy.
You paid the iron price with your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Down 4 to set things off. Outspace. Back 3. So much range there. Cage toe tapping with those double lows. Here's a throw. Another 14% and push away. Oof. Good thing he didn't commit. And the anti-air, which is rather surprising to me because Katana has one of the best jump threes in the game. She has a fantastic jump arc, and that jump 3 gets deep. It's really good. So to see Combat go ahead and get a little preemptive with it is very surprising. Nut punch going up top. 1, 2, 1 uppercut. Yep, and he's just going to keep challenging. Anything on block until the uppercut. It's going to be safe chip. There's a jump. There's a Razor. This time Combat's going to get his opportunity. Yep. And any next string, he was going to do it again.
That
no
was
big
really...
deal.
I almost want to say that was kind of risky by Combat to not block right there because that looked to be a nice jump distance for Samish to opt to jump 2 instead and get that nice reach of the fan. But opt to go for the jump kick there, keep it short, and Combat not blocking, walked out of it and sweeped it. But I feel like that a jump 2 may have clipped. I'm not gonna say it was, but that jump 2 Katanas is kind of nice.
Yeah, oh yeah, jump 2 is definitely top. That jump normal, bro.
Johnny Cage.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like her,
Yeah,
jump,
I
her
agree.
jumps and jump normals are definitely like top tier without question. But Sabi's gonna put the katana down, and go back to Cassie, the tried and true. What gets him here? And Aquaman made Sabi lose. I don't know about all that, but don't bring that to the booth, man. Did nothing wrong.
Combat a game away from making it into the money tonight.
He's trying to press buttons afterwards. Yeah, both challenges. It looked like a whip punish opportunity, but again, Combat's not going to sit and watch or block. He kind of is very familiar with the frames on the recovery. To all of his strings, all of his normals, they just kind of know. And they bank on you not punishing them properly, so if you don't, they're going to continue to take their turns. Like, listen, I'm crazy, right? Sure. What stopped me? Remind me of like T.O. back in the football days when the NFL used to crab over touchdown celebrations. Look, man, if you don't want me to celebrate, don't let me score. It's really that simple. So, another jump in.
Here in 2019, 2020, we just take the fine, though.
Yeah.
That's all. We can afford it. We can afford it. Quarter possession for Samish, knocking on the door with those forward 4s. That's what it feels like. She's trying to kick in your door with that leg. So quick and active. Nice pickup by Combat right there. And not for the challenge. The false block saving Samish there. That's just going to be guaranteed chip with a down one. Rising Star Combat match point now in the noble team kill.
It's so fortunate for Johnny Cage that 1-2-1, whether in juggles or grounded, it always combos, right? Even if the second hit whiffs and you get 2 hits of the string into the Rising Star, that's a healthy 20%, or 200 damage in this case, because for Cassie, 20%. But yeah, back throw, it's just, it seems like so much of an uphill battle. Everything with Johnny Cage just works. And Sami just had to make all of the reads here. There's a nut punch. Yeah, he'd rather keep Combat standing. Doesn't want him to disrespect too much. There's another back throw. Trying to force his game 5. And no. Combat having none of it.
That was a dirty whiff punish right there. He
Talk to him.
That was a preemptive, like he felt it.
Gonna tap that knee pads to make sure they still work. There's a flawless block. Hey, yeah, he's letting Cassie know the knee pads work right to the chin. I raised new woman.
Having done that a little too much, has Samish here. Finally biting him. Beautiful anti-stem 1. The commitment to the amplified gunshot. This is a great position for Combat. Lucky to get punished for that whiff of the 4-3.
Yeah, I love the commitment there on the amplified gunshot because, look, if you don't make your opponent break away, imagine if you just drop them for free. Not only do they get minimal combo damage, they get to keep their resources. No way. Spend it to make them spend it, and then you can worry about the rest later because the next hit you get is going to be an even bigger reward.
Waking up with a down 1. Crazy out here, but Samish has to do something with the sound, and something indeed is what he does with a down 4 shot. 90% of the time, it works every time, but so does down 1 Rising Star. What a mix-up here. Down 4 into the force ball.
Stop.
We're getting crazy. 1 hit is all Combat
a little
needs.
bit more than a read. Staying right inside the arc, trying to stay low so he doesn't get caught by chip damage stuff, but just in the range of that down 1. Connecting the Mercy on deck.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
Oh, he is looking for something specific. There's the flawless block up to Samish, no resources. I don't know what Combat's looking for. I don't know Cage's requirements, but he's not going to risk it anymore. I guess he realized Samish still had the fatal blow, and wait a minute.
My man's bagging his teammate.
Toxic Combat.
My man's bagging his teammate, though. Hold on a second.
I didn't sign up for this, Aquaman. I didn't sign up for this.
Samij, if you would have won and not mercied back, I would have advanced you to losers finals. Combat getting a W. Combat stay in the King of the Hill. Combat saying had to do it to the homies. Samij, if you would have got him in the fatal blow right there, and not mercied back and taken the W, I would have. My heart would have been like filled with an infinite amount of joy.
Yeah, definitely don't give him the mercy back. Forget that. We take those, bro. Points on the line. You know, over the years, I've seen people. I've been one of the people who's like had the opponent pause on them and take it, and then lose. And no, take that.
Yeah,
you gotta take that. You gotta take that. Mage definitely wasn't mercying. Yeah, not a chance.
And we got K7 coming up, who hang on, who had two disconnects against him in pools and didn't take the W's.
Beautiful stuff, man. I mean, it all depends on how it works, right? But I guarantee you, if Combat DC is gonna take it tonight, gonna take that win tonight. All right.
I got
That's
my
also a fact. Show off. Also facts.
My cat Khan decided to join us tonight.
Okay. What's up,
buddy?
Khan? Talk to him.
One of the many cats in the NRS community named after an NRS character. Many.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Crone has Katana.
I had a cat 5 years ago. Her name was Jade. And then
Ah.
Dizzy TT's cat's name is also Jade.
Yep.
So-
I know Crone has Katana. I know Joshua Gray has Selena.
Yes.
And I'm
Close
sure
enough.
I'm sure there's a many more. Oh, we got ourselves a match. Khan, I gotta let you go, buddy. We got a match.
All right, what's gonna be this time? Combat's gonna start out with Liu Kang from the jump. I guess he liked or wanted to experiment with the matchup more, as we saw K7 kind of fall short just at the end. But this time, Combat with his mind made up, pedal to the metal, out the gate. The elder god of the universe now, is it?
Yeah, of existence.
Of existence.
Shouts to Burrito Vor. He says I have a kitten named Frost.
Godlike.
Godlike indeed. All right, so Combat made the switch in Game 5 of their match on the winner's side, and K7 was still able to take it.
A going up top, 1-2, just to set up straight on plus, and
That
Combat challenges with standing buttons.
That was
Defiance. That's what it was.
oh,
Yo, levels of disrespect. If I could find the confidence to do that, or if everybody could. As Combat, though, however, K7 hasn't forgotten the story of their set as well. 4-2 hit 100% of the time. And finally, a changing of the tail as Combat wakes up here in Game 1. Short delay to get out any flawless block quick opportunities. Just to throw, and no way.
I almost had like a Liu Kang right there, but what a conversion! That's the beauty. That is. Make sure he was dead right there. The beauty of Liu Kang's jump kick is that in comparison to the rest of the cast, it's a very horizontal hitbox rather than vertical hitbox. So you can have the ranges like that.
Yeah, I think that was all in the air too. Combat realized that the back one was gonna whiff, and he challenged it and immediately just canceled the fatal blow. Spend that cash to secure the bag as always. He blocked the forward too, but K7 with the feint. No follow-up after. I just wanted to show you my axe. We can be friends. As Liu Kang with the back throw, nothing doing. Some nunchucks just to tap the body right quick. I don't like playing these kind of games. I'm an elder god. No punish there.
We're gonna push back on that.
Yeah, what is that?
That's a complete reset.
Yeah, the forbidden screen.
He said, "Yo, go full screen for me real quick." Oh, the short up. Was that a corpse hop? I've never seen a corpse hop in MK11. We got one here.
Oh, he left the door open, Aquaman. One read.
Oh, of course, you're gonna bet it all. And you know what?
Combat wasn't happening.
Combat's finally ready. Was not ready whatsoever on the winner's side, but you know what? He's like, I'm on you, guy. You know,
I feel like
he's
that was a guess, bro. I feel like he didn't Like I didn't see his sprite duck, bro. I didn't see his character model duck. He was just standing up the whole time, no matter what, as he laughs like a maniac in the chat.
This is inside the mind of combat. Fool me 14 times, shame on me. But fool me 15 times, shame on you. Combat just popped off because he blocked a forward 2. Which is reactionary, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you heard?
I've heard.
Haven't you heard?
I've heard all the rumors
Just relax.
in the streets.
just relax.
My man just popped off on a bottom 5 character. Like, that's crazy. With Liu Kang?
Imagine. Wait, hold on, bro. You tried to slide that past bottom 5 character. What are you talking about, man? I will quit this broadcast, bro. I mean, you're a talented dude. You can handle it by yourself, but I didn't sign up for this slander, bro. Nah, bro. I heard that shit. I gotta, you know, the chat is nah.
He said, I ain't letting that one slide. Hold up.
Yeah, let me reconnect my controller. I was on the turn off PS4 screen. Anyway, the jump kick by by K7 show off to start things off into a backdash, taking in a lighter approach this time. Trying to let Combat make the mistakes for him instead of trying to force the issue, as you see, backing off from the corner.
Which maybe trying to max distance 3-4 right there. They really push him to that corner. Just be careful there. Flying kick. I don't know if that's a reversal punish there on the ice ball.
That is a reversal whip punish there as you do the backdash and look at Liu Kang hopelessly flail towards the ground, throwing out normals that he hopes by Dear Chronica commit, and a trade on the ice ball. You love it. You gotta love it.
There are no favorable trades with ice ball. This is gonna be death.
Okay, the cold shoulder. Dead of Winter sticking with it.
Round 2.
Sticking with it.
Bad position
Combat
here.
does a lot of things, right? I was thinking about Gur, and then I thought about Combat, and I was like, you know what? I think Combat would make me not want to play more, right?
Oh,
Because the levels of disrespect. It's definitely Combat, but K7 able to just hold it together and go back to that forward two time and time again. You can't block all of them. All right, you block 2, but you still got hit by 15. So
he also did just wake up down 1.
favor.
So again, he just did wake up down 1. The kind of stuff you're like, why would I even invite you to a set right now? It's just not gonna happen. Oh, there's a meaty. Gonna go bicycle kick it in. And disrespect right back at you. K7's like, you know what? I'm gonna meet your savagery with savagery, but that's just not gonna do it. Gonna cash out down 2. No.
There. And now K7 gonna give himself a chance. Here comes the mix-up. Next touch for K7. Will he go into it and bet it all on this game? I mean, there's no reason not to, because you get the fatal blow back as Combat wins the round, and the amplified fireball.
I don't know why. Oh no.
How many frames did he survive that with pure luck?
That was,
maybe it was timing.
And not only in timing, but also in the fact that K7 didn't amplify that.
That's like, bro, are you asking? Oh, you want to die? Okay, Combat, I got you. There's a nice pickup, jumps out of it, works out in his favor. Punish this time. Yes, gonna neutral couch that last fireball as it skirts right over his head. Changes position. Oh, a sweep. All right, we're going deep in the move list now.
I've seen a lot of lows. Fortune might be on deck, and there's the crushing blow. Oh, the knockdown.
One of the better things about Liu Kang, he has access to so many great crushing blows and a punish.
Oh no!
K7, not close enough. Could have went with a dash up back 1 to close that out, but instead he's gonna play the trade game.
Honestly, that wasn't like the worst thing that Combat had committed to savagely wise, because I don't think K7 wouldn't have killed him in damage alone. Get a breakaway, didn't have to worry about fatal blow. It would have come down to another mix-up.
Correct. K7 doesn't have his fatal blow just yet, and didn't get the hit confirm on the 1-2 as he does so well. Instead goes for the full swing, trying to chip it out.
Okay.
There's a whip punish.
Okay.
Yo, you saw that? K7 hesitated a little bit,
Yep.
and then he was like, okay, you actually did it, you maniac. I got you. I got you. Whew, I was breathing a little bit too much right there because he looked at that man for like half a frame, but he was able to get the punish in time. Good
Listen,
thing
man,
that
sometimes
terrible recovery.
Sometimes you're frightened of active frames. You're like, if I press the stand a little bit too early, you just get sucked in. 1-1 now. K7 show off. This has been his week here on the Kolosseum. This is a big run, and shouts to Smash GG. Points are live as these matches are put into the bracket. Standings are updated live. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to the standings in the chat. Once it loads up on my side here, give it a quick second. There it is. So you guys can also see this live from home. And you guys can see that there's already been some massive jumps. Gur jumping up to second place.
Not surprised in the
Already.
slightest.
Already with a victory, could jump again. K7 already jumping up to 12th in points.
Round one. Fight.
KP falling to 18th.
All love, baby. We got about 4 weeks to catch up. This
That's
is
right.
the halfway point, correct? All right. Well, halfway to the grand finals are these two gentlemen going to need 2 more wins to get it done. There's the fireballs again. I'm not sure if back one would have punished there, but K7 definitely has the knowledge and the wherewithal to catch that amplified fireball every single time Combat tries to throw it out at the end of a string or in a range where you would expect it. All right, wake
And,
up once again.
If you don't do wake up 1, 2, 3, what are you doing? What are you doing with this character? No breakaway, gonna cash out on the crushing blow, and now Show Off has his first lead of this losers final set.
Round two.
They are in the money, so congratulations to all 3 that have made it here. And there's not a massive difference between second and third. Second getting 30%, third getting a 20% of that pot.
Not bad at all. I like that split. Very encouraging. All right, more feet to the test. I'm going to dust off the shoes before I come into his house. Sub-Zero looking desperately in the background, trying to not beat his fate and become one with the Cyberland Quay. Instead, he's just going to take an ass whooping from the god of, well, everything. As Combat wakes up once again, man. 1, 2,
What a round.
3. You would think it's just a countdown, but it's no. It's this greatly impactful string that Liu Kang has in his arsenal and has given Combat so much mileage here in this what am I looking for? The momentum shifting game. All
That's
right, smoke ball, baby.
Oh,
Hey, thank you.
man.
Yo, ice ball has to be like plus 400.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, and that's the perfect Liu Kang start to a final round. Is that bicycle kick crushing blow? What's gonna be for breakfast here? Never taking too much risk on the first stage of an Oki Show Off unless it's gonna be the kill. Breaking out that,
Yeah, combat
cyber sub
getting-
bump. Rest in peace, my man.
And there you go, calling out finally the EX ice ball to eat that. Combat getting real comfortable with those interactables in the corner, but K7 not trying to have it. Watching the legs. We know what's coming, right? We know it's gonna hit.
Fire whipping, and that is gonna do it.
Unnecessary.
Now 2-1 lead for K7 Show Off, and it was Combat who, after that second game, went into the chat and goes, "Oh boy, I'm whiffing." Guess what, buddy? I hate to say it, you still are.
Yeah, he took a shot. He said he was looking like Meej out here, but what was once a joke greatly turned in favor of K7 Show Off, who's laughing with that mishap and bad characteristic trait from Combat right into the winners column. Looking to find a rematch with Gur. Maybe, change the time. Maybe he can pray to Chronica as well and reset everything as we prepare for the new era. Or Combat's going to be like, you know what, dog? Let me just pick something else.
Yeah, he's got Johnny Gears. He told me Kotal Khan's broken, but I've never seen it from him.
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero still is.
He also has a
Sub-Zero
spawn.
still trash?
Ooh.
Is Sub-Zero still trash? Is that still a thing?
I mean,
No?
ask Twitter.
I'm not allowed to ask Twitter anything. I play Katana, bro. What?
Oh no!
I open my timeline and my opinion is immediately invalidated because I play Katana, bro. And I know it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's how I felt like after the past 2 patches too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Round one. Fight.
my boy's out here playing. Just like these guys are playing right now. Match point for Show Off. Trying to get that run back with Gur, and Gur, who has dropped only 1 game so far in this top 8. It was the King Gambler, who had to make a massive comeback in that, by the way. So looking good on the winner's side, looking comfy, has that cushion. And these two are just fighting to get there to the pinnacle. The Primus, as it were, of the Kolosseum.
It's just a testament to how dominating Gur's really been this week. I mean, we looked at K7 and, it was him. But Gur is taking this week to another level as the forward two connects. Nothing surprising there. Just Combat not watching his head. Everything going wrong with the world is just not there. There's the Fatal Blow cancel. Such a fantastic tool, right? It comes back. That back throw takes like 3 seconds itself.
Seconds later,
So, like-
hey, guess what? He's got it again, and now you gotta guess for your life, and almost gets converted up that one anti-air. That's gonna be all she wrote. Had a health lead, and it's gone. Okay, old me would have. Old me would have been like, yo, that was kind of optimal because he built the meter. And this is completely not the case here in MK11.
So Showstopper always just has those extra, grenades in his backpack to close you out at any given time. Unbreakable with the camera KP if you can load that up. Sunglasses, the fatal blow cancel. So many ways to spend your time with long corner combos, long block streams, long back throw. It's just his move set works so well with his fatal blow and the ability to cancel it. It's unbelievable.
A couple mix-ups away here. It's K7 though. This was looking like a one-way street called Noble Combat, and it gets back off of the sidewalk here, closes things out, and that was such a quick turnaround by Combat. Showstopper, stopping Show Off's momentum here and sending us to a game 5. It's about time we get another one.
Oh, stand 1, dash up 1, 2. What are we talking about? Don't press. Respect my buttons. That was clean. All right, I think Combat got mad. And he just said, you know what, bro? This is too dramatic for me, bro. It's 10 p.m.
I feel like that's like the Combat tactic of, like, the less he cares, the scarier he is.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Johnny.
And
what do you think is gonna happen here? Do you think K7 is gonna beat him with that crazy energy, or is he still gonna try to play the let me whiff punish and let Combat hang himself game that he won the 2 games he has with?
I don't know, but it's game 5 regardless. I would personally like to see the savagery level bump up a couple of notches. I want to see round 1 fight forward 2 ice ball.
Let's hope the fire that the flames bring for game 5 set off the madness inside Show Off. Oh no, just the regular ice ball and went to avalanche.
Ooh, okay, so that wasn't even a read.
At all.
That wasn't even a read that was going to be had.
Not in the slightest. Back up. Oh, chases down the walk back again. Combat so perfect with his 4-3 placement and beautiful hitbox on that stand 1. Show Off extending his with the jump normal, putting him in punish range. And Aquaman, it's happening,
Combat League tactics. Here we go. Ooh, couple of big ghosts right there. Show Off staying nice and low to the ground. Tries to put on a button and immediate jump in by Combat.
This should be death. This should be death here. Just about here. Oh, what? Why would you go for a throw? You let him. All right, well, out of the corner. Moral victory. But again, 1 round away. So Combat's probably not worried about positioning. I see. Oh, so disrespectful. This motherfucker go throw a slide autograph picture at my feet during the idle stance? That was so
the idle stance. Thank you. Amen. And this is for the kids, and the savagery level is turning up indeed by Show Off. This is going to be a favorable trade. He's going to set the trap. And look who was ready for it. Combat. Throwing the force balls, getting that out of here. What a smart call out. And almost, I don't know if he knew, but it's like he knew that his hitbox wasn't going to extend either.
Yeah, he didn't have the offensive meter to get a full combo on it, so he just finished out the entirety of the string. Johnny showing a bit of the acrobatics now. K7 Show Off in trouble, but he does have fatal blow active, so that's 30+% in the hole, and no one's Sub-Zero. Oh my God, that's gonna be a punish because they whiffed, unfortunately. What? What?
Wait a minute. We've seen crazier things. We've seen crazier things.
It's sent to win this round, Aquaman. I'm telling you.
Oh!
Wow.
I don't know if he had it loaded, but it looked like he started the buffer of the slide. But you're trying to react to one of the quickest projectiles in the game.
Absolutely.
Which is really hard. That's a tall favor to ask of yourself to do in that situation that close to Johnny and actually react to that. It's scary, and Show Off is confirming that was an attempt at a slide.
Yeah, it's too much. We talked about that early in the broadcast when Showstopper was picked for the first time and why that fireball is so effective, right? It may not be faster than Outtake's 9-frame startup, but the angle, the straight line, it crosses the screen so fast and it texts you like,
it has slower startup but quicker travel time.
Well, no secrets here. We got a New York Grand Finals. This would be the Quarantine Series. Week 2, Gur in winner's side, Combat on the loser's. Gonna need a 6-game palette here.
Oh,
I don't know if Gur tonight can lose 6 games.
And this is about the time where Combat starts complaining that he's getting tired too. So we'll see.
Yeah,
He
OS'd that. He OS'd that like 2 rounds ago.
I know.
I saw it.
Combat is gonna need a marathon to pull this off. But before we get into grand finals, we're going to take our final break of the night. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Grand finals is going to be coming up. By the way, congratulations to K7 for getting third. Stick around afterwards, and we will get you paid ASAP because Matcherino is kind of godlike, if I'm being honest with you guys. So, shout-outs to K7. Wonderful, wonderful run tonight. We're going to have grand finals. Gur versus Combat coming up next. Don't go anywhere, or we will find you. Take that however you want. I'm openly threatening all of you. If you leave this broadcast, I will find you.
Oh, sick. Who are you, bro?
So anyways, we will be back, guys. Grand finals of the Kolosseum, week number 4. See you in just one moment.
Welcome to pixelpro.io, a platform full of resources for content creators, with over 250 being completely free. In 2020, we aim to expand this library with over 100 new resources, including 2 new resource types. Alongside our free resources is our marketplace. This is where artists and designers can open up a shop to sell pre-designed graphics. Shop owners can expand their reach, and content creators get even more options when looking for graphics. This year, we will be releasing new versions of graphics packs through Drusif Designs, bringing more tools and value to content creators. From content creators just starting out to well-established communities, we are here to give you more options to build and grow. This is pixelpro.io.
Welcome back, everybody. It is grand finals time. This is going to be Gur versus Combat, and I honestly, no surprise given the strength of the area that both of these gentlemen are from. I think that, you know, halfway through the pro comp on, I think it's undisputed. As much fun as Florida and Texas had early on, I think that Northeast really is the strength of the community right now, and that's hard to say with both of us sitting here. I know that is.
No. Listen, man, we only come out, you know, because it was real. You know, the hostility in terms of gameplay and stuff was real. That was gonna be the next thing. If Combo Breaker was happening, our plan was to do that again, but it wasn't gonna be Florida versus Texas because that was perfect, right? We never want to touch that again.
Yeah.
But with everybody coming worldwide, I was gonna do it like regionally, and my low key team, I was gonna do a bunch of 5v5s and do it like tournament style. The UK is actually who I was putting my money on. Foxy.
Oh yeah, they actually have a broken like short squad.
Like Dizzy TT, and either two, like whoever else would have showed up, would have been Sonic Ninja or any of those guys. Like they have depth. and I think they would have been like the secret sauce in that. Punk, what's up, baby?
I agree. It's pretty frightening how deep of a squad UK actually has.
Fight.
Yeah, so, all right, let's get into it. Grand finals now. Gur sitting on the winner's side. Combat somewhere down the street in Brooklyn. Trying to steal this win back and prevent Gur from winning the Kolosseum 2 weeks in a row, which, would this jump him to first place in the standings? I think so.
It very well might. Let me take a look at how that unfolded after the last match, and I will let you know.
We'll figure it out eventually, but he's going to pose for the frames right now. Take an eye in the camera. All of the timelines that Garrus has been a part of, none of them had the benefit of flash photography until he met Johnny Cage to actually take advantage and put it in his eye. There's the body splash there. Gur looking to break some backs. Unfortunately for him, this is going to be solid defense here from Combat. Goes to throw. There's about 4 seconds of animation on the forward throw. And again, trying to chase down the walk back. But since you have the respect of your opponents blocking low, that forward 3, which is a high, certainly becomes extremely stronger than it naturally is.
Most certainly indeed. And with a win here, Gur would not surpass Combat. Combat enough points to secure the #1 seed going into week number 5. But Gur would close the gap to only 50 points. And with the way that Gur's been performing, I mean, looking for back-to-back W's here. Be kind of scary. Chat asking, how do I enter the Kolosseum? BNA only. Don't play on Wi-Fi.
Sign up in time.
PS4 and go to smash.gg/Kolosseum. I'll put it in chat.
There you go. You got the link in the chat as we take care of Gur getting tossed back into the corner. Ragdoll officially keeping it plus right now with those showstopper fireballs. And Gur, a regular down 4.
That is
terrible recovery.
That is a whoa.
Oh.
He's just gonna cash out. But that's a read on disrespecting Johnny coming forward, because Johnny can't really do much there in those plus frames, besides do a down 4 or maybe a forward 4 that you can disrespect the advancing ones with a down 4 or a standing 1-1. But he can make the counter read and do exactly what Combat did there, which is jump in. Now Gur's doing the Gur things. Oh, that was almost whiff.
I like
so
how
scared.
Gur is moving around and Combat just kind of staying stationary. But oh my God, the flawless block on the
Oh!
and the instant breakaway. How does Combat react so effectively? Out of the range for Gur's down 2 to whiff and then gets the punish after on the 1-2-1 juggle. I can't. You know, sometimes I feel like the game just wants Combat to win.
That was a heartbreaker of a down 2 whiffing through that breakaway. But Gears definitely has one of the stubbier ones. Gur almost made that killer comeback in this first game. But adapt, evolve. Adapt, evolve is what Gur is all about. It's what Gurus is all about. Securing Kronika's blessing. Safety adjustments are going to be made. He's got plenty of cushion to do it. Coming in from the winner's side has all of the time in the world. That's no pun on Geras right there. Game number 2. Gur also has the sexy skull gauntlet. Don't see it too often in Eternal. We'll break it out every once in a blue moon to take away the gap of the 4-2-1 and keep it safe at -7. That's what Eternal and New Era has over the gauntlet of Infinite Warden. But Combat's been playing this really well. And coming out of loser's side, you do feel like, you know, you're the guy that has nothing to lose, and so you can play a little bit more freely in these situations.
Well, it seems like the flow chart, honestly, it's and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yo, how do I play Johnny Cage at a high level 101? Outside of movement, which can't be necessarily taught to you, if you look at the mix-up and the layers that Combat uses, you can definitely adapt this style. Now, Combat's reads are what separates him from the average player, but man, knowing the distance, the timing, the spaces, what buttons can follow up what strings at what distance against which character, if they were stand or crouch blocking, it's just, there's so much minute information going on, man, and you gotta love it, man. And in case you don't know, also, by the way, keep that Combat Academy, man, on deck. That's your boy on, I sit on Combat League. I see something I don't know. All right, Raptor, hold on. Let me pull this up. Oh, that's, -8. Okay, I got you, bro. Hitting me with those gems, learning the game as you go. And that's what makes fighting games great, right? Because they evolve with every version, and with every pool of talent getting better, the game just stays alive there. So when I watch Combat and Gur, yeah, if I saw this last week, so what? It's not the same thing.
That's right. Massive adaptations between the two. This game is ever evolving, and that's been one of the beautiful things about MK11 that I've seen, happen quicker than in MKX and Injustice 2 for me, which was just it's ever changing. It's ever changing, and you know I think that also comes down to the game's balance itself. Is that we get to see a little bit more characters come through, a little bit more players come through. You know our scene has been growing. Don't let anybody else fool you. Our scene's been growing. More people are playing our games competitively than ever, and the pool of talent has been increasing alongside it.
Ridiculous. How about a KB right there? Right on the helm? No, just outside of the range is Gur trying to check with the sand trap. And yeah, man, look, Gur, just all respect, makes people empty jump against him. I'd like to see Gur start challenging some of these with anti-airs and come back. No. Yeah, this is Johnny Cage, baby. Come back. You need to have a conversation with me in my office right now, and the same mix-up that worked to close K7 out just worked again. Ended the string with the restand, standing one, dash up 1-2. Beautiful auto shimmy coming in from combat, and when he knows, baby. If you know, you know. I love that shimmy, just like I love Rainbow Pride 69. It's all love. Is that 2-0?
This is 2-0. This would be the first. This would be the first reset of Grand Finals in Kolosseum so far. I have yet to have to add a reset to this bracket, and I very well might have to tonight unless Gur's got a big comeback. But WoW has combat set a different tone of this Grand Final that we had been preaching and talking up throughout this top 8, which was Gur sitting up there and looking so deadly. But this is a matchup that you know him and Combat have played multiple times per week at the Kolosseum. It's one that I know Combat doesn't like playing because Gur, not just character but player wise, is difficult. It's a difficult challenge.
Tank garage bunker.
But Combat is also ever adapting himself, and looks like he's this time around got some answers, because last time it didn't look like that.
I think it's so disrespectful that he has a literal skull as his hand.
Yep.
And he bashes you in your skull with it. Like, it's so messed up, yo. That command grab is ridiculous. But Gur with the stop right there and right on cue. Not gonna go the whole distance. Just gonna let him down easy. You know, this is Daddy's first ride. Gur is a man of the people. Geras loves the kids.
Gur multiple times has not let the full thing rock when it would hit in the corner, and I wonder if there's something behind that, like with the knockdown.
Probably electing to save it. I don't know. We can dive deep into the mind of Gur one day, but trading turns still plus. The dash up looking for a flawless block attempt. Combat playing it safe, man. One step at a time. There you go. Nice stagger from Gur, but Combat jumping in 2 hits. You talk about the nerve to the up 2. Not quite quick enough to get in between that 1-2 gap, and it is Combat. This is a speed run, bro. This is not the Kolosseum. This is Katana Prime and Aquaman with this is Spring Games Done Quick 2020. Title is Mortal Kombat 11. The runner is Combat. It is the quickest reset in Grand Final history. The world record is set by Sonic Fox. And
oh, hold up. Whoa! 6-0 incoming is what the chat is putting on the screen right now. I would almost argue that I think the quickest reset we ever saw was Ninja Killer and Kevo at KIT.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Damn, we were there for that. That was definitely fast.
Scary.
Like, you come to sit down, like, damn, bro, we ain't losing already. But all right, Gur slowing it down. All right, he said, you know what? At the end of the day, 2-0 is still 2, right? Reverse 3-0s all the time. You need 3 to win. Great in the short hop. I don't know if Combat was necessarily ready for that. He kind of did the short hop, but didn't get the punish, even though the command grab came out. So, gonna give Gur fatal blow here. And we know Gur likes to cash out if he can, but will not get the opportunity.
This is it. Oh wait, that's our side, but you're going nowhere because of the time allotted. You know, you only go back so far. He'd been in the same spot for so long, and Combat gonna capitalize on it. He's seen that trick quite a few times, having played this man 14 million times. And you know what? Combat resetting, and we got ourselves a match. This is now a first to 3 winner take all, essentially.
You know, even with that, it's easier to like collect your thoughts, right? You still have a fresh set. Gur essentially earned 3 games to give, right? You did your thing, cool. Let Johnny get comfortable. Now you switch up while Combat's in his bag of like, okay, this is the strategy to win. This is what I can do to beat it. But Gur not only is back on even playing field, but he has at least 2 more games to where he can adapt his strategy to force Combat to change it. We'll see what happens here as he takes a break at the character select screen. Very, very important strategy for the mental gymnastics that could be going for people who may end up doubting themselves or just the extra time on the clock that you have, 30, 60 seconds here to really think about what's going on, how you want to approach it, or even, and I'll take it back to a personal one. Back at Combo Breaker, I was playing Big D at Combo Breaker in top 16, and I won the first game. And
Tank Garage.
he sat on the character select screen for like 2 whole minutes, bro, until like the inner sport coordinator, when it was like Guido or Crow, and it was like, yo, y'all can play.
I was there,
like,
and
I know.
Big D was like looking for answers in the universe. He went out to the universe, was looking for him, came back, and then like it worked though. Like he actually came back with the answers to the universe. Yeah. And sometimes that happens.
So I like what Gert did. Slow it down. You know what I'm saying? I just did some plus frames there to jump in.
Woo! Yo, down three's got some sneaky recovery to it, in that it kind of doesn't exist.
Checking the down 4 in the right spot, using down 3 up close instead of down 4, because it has some good anti-air properties if it hits you, and the recovery is much better than a down 4, which he'd been getting punished for. So not having it. Check him again.
And Gur's been pretty aggressive on the down ones. He's pressed after the down one on block, I think, every single time so far. Post reset, nice flawless block. Almost got it back to him. Gur's didn't have the defensive resources. Gur, I've already seen him buffer quite a few flawless block up twos. Just a couple of mistimings here in combat with some mistimings off the reversals. Goes for the drill again.
Oh, you know what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah. The
fatal blow, baby. Gotta get as much of it as he can. And we saw throughout the entirety of that round, right? Gur kept challenging. We saw a lot of pokes. We saw a lot of 4-3-2. But the one thing Gur did not do was go for combos as he puts a disgusting 520 damage on the screen.
That was the first time that I've seen that not scale whatsoever. That was ludicrous damage.
Yeah, crushing blow down 2 into a single button. Fatal blow, Jay gets 50 plus 2. So I understand. But Gur, he's not trying to force combos. He's taking it to the old tail ways of neutral, where you can just get the singular hits, and all of those hits add up, and then you get your combos off the punishes. He's not overextending. He's not leaving any openings for combat to take advantage of. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Complete change of gameplay. Complete.
And some of those mind games are starting to work. Combat there, making a read that a command grab may be coming off of the hit advantage of the down one. And Gur, every time, that mind game is going to jail with the 1-1, get the hit confirmation. Now the health lead here is slightly in his favor, and coming in from downtown with the back three slide into his DMs, even though he's got him blocked. Gur's got him blocked on Twitter, but guess what? Yeah. He found a way.
Not too much follow there. A stiff jab to the face and a disrespectful micro duck right back at you. And again, so much mileage from that 1-2 coming in from combat. Gur is still ready to press a button, but he's just keeping it plus, man. As long as he has offensive meter, or he can just do, strings that give him +6. Why not?
And this is a character, and this is a matchup that's kind of universally regarded as a tricky one for Geras, for multiple reasons. But hey, if you're playing Showstopper and you can jail those fireballs on someone, chances are it's a decent matchup.
All right, jump into the forward 4, gonna take him to the skies, try to get as much as he can of the meterless variety. Step back, watch your thighs. They're gonna put my leg all up in there, big time combos coming from back to back.
Oh, the life of a command grab character. When they take the hit and it all goes south from here. But gonna have some Oki. Combat just got the bar. Does we get the 3 to punish from Gur?
Oh my goodness, the reverse aggression into reverse aggression. After that command grab whiffed from Gur and combat went for the punish, Gur did a dash up down 2 emphatically in his face. And then combat returning the favor. Oh, you hit me, poke, flawless block. No, down 2. I won't have it. 4 games straight. The combat train has not been slowed down in the slightest just yet.
Oh, maybe that was an up 2 because did he flawless block that up 3? I don't know.
But I think I saw a stand 2 come out.
Yeah,
not entirely sure.
Exactly. Maybe just look clear on the input. By the way, I love Geras' stand 2 animation. If you guys take that to the lab and just do a stand 2, this man puts his entire back and shoulder and body weight into that stand 2 for no reason. 4-0 now for combat in this grand final. There's going to need to be a serious turnaround for Gur because combat is riding that wave of momentum. This man's riding that wave. Casual, saying cowabunga, dude. It's gonna be up to Gur to stop this. He was close that time. There was the game where I started to see those adjustments like you talked about, where things started to finally go his way, but combat keeping it going. Couple of hard reads in there too that really looked like it hurt Gur's attempt to steal the momentum.
I'm really just trying to find that answer, Sway, and I don't see combat slowing down. You would like to stop the bleeding and get this to another game 5 to continue with the hype, but man, this is just an extremely dominating performance by combat, man. And check every box: neutral, mind games, combos, damage, Oki, just everything you can think of. The check mark is going to combat in this series.
Oh, what a
Come on,
that
Aquaman,
that
come
was
on.
that was actually kind of obvious because if I was playing in a situation, I would have looked for command grab because he would have been immediately in the corner. That's 60% corner carry every command grab. 2 is all you need. Oh no, he's dancing on us. Okay, combat's getting really comfortable, which scares me on top of all the things that we just talked about, KP. This is pretty scary for Gert.
It's one of those things where it's like, you know what? Combat's winning, and you kind of just gotta accept it, what's going on. But that's the beauty of it, right? You play to win the game, and it ain't over till the clock hits 0 or the win column hits 3 for your opponent. So we'll see how it goes. The jump into 4-1, keeping it safe. Only -1, so you know. Garrett's still gonna move and do the thing. Just shy of the KB for the full distance on that command grab carry with Johnny Cage. Not a fan of the amusement rides. Doesn't want to get carried. He's actually a father out here. That's the thing he does. So 1-2-1 plus frames, jailed, force balls.
Oh, you respected him? Yikes. Here's a grab for you. And here's another throw. Ken Oki here needs to watch out for the meter that Gert's got. Knows to throw out of the corner.
And that was a disrespectful type too, because he got grabbed out of his down 2 animation. That always hurts.
What's for breakfast here? Trying to walk in the sand trap because he made a read that combat was going to wake up with the buttons or the forward movement right there. This back, though, going to break the back. He's watching out for these quick downs. And of course, leave it to Gert to go for the interactive pull. Not going to come off the step back in time. Could have got a shadow kick punish.
Yeah.
Perhaps right there, but no, still going to cover the screen in that force ball energy, because the moment that you decide to hit forward or back on your pad, you can eat one of those to the mouth. We've all been there.
How many matches is combat taking with this anticlimactic finish? Just force ball, like such a great projectile. And I just remember Tweety singing the praises of it so much times, like early before, like, yo, this is the one. And combat, he knows. 5-0, Aquaman, 5-0.
I think anticlimactic might describe combat as a person. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, combat. Love you.
Johnny Cage.
Combat, who went in as the final seed of Final Combat, made a massive run. So congratulations to him on that. And something about this game and him clicked that I almost didn't expect, because you look at his history of who he played and how long he had been involved with the community in Injustice 2. As Gert takes some more time to think here, and then coming into MK11, he was immediately an Apex Predator.
Yes.
And I didn't see it coming. And I hope that no one takes offense to that, but I literally didn't see it coming from an analyst perspective.
It's he just made me think of Launch Gears.
Round 1.
I mean,
fight.
It was hard times.
But early on, he won a tournament against Sonic, against multiple others, with pre-patch Johnny, which was frowned upon.
So listen, man, year 1 of NRS is always like
ugly.
People just hating the most. It's so funny. Like, they don't want to accept anything. This game is new. This shit is broke.
Patch it. Patch it. Okay, this is what's crazy. Patch it. Why are you patching so much?
Yeah, man, why'd you touch this? This was fine anyway. So it never stops. You already know what time it is. So what's good, Chris? We closing on another skull punch to the dome.
Gert hasn't caught on. Combat's done a reversal forward 3 on down 4. I'd say about 4 times in a row. And I have expected him to go for that down 2 read, because Combat's not been afraid to challenge with those highs.
You see the respect for the cross block from Gert? He's gonna watch it happen.
That looked like a hard flawless block right there.
You thought I didn't know? This is Gert we're talking about. He's one of the kings, and this time the flawless block reversed into the punish on the up 2 was almost ready, but combat was just out of range. Unfortunately for Gert, the forward 3 doesn't miss its mark.
That was another one where he blocked a down 3 and just immediately did forward 3. It's so many in a row. You know, it's so easy to pick up on those patterns from a spectator standpoint. But that really has been a hindrance for Gert. He's gotten hit by that forward 3 multiple times now. And this is tournament point for combat.
All right, diving in, going up top, force. It's like You can see the finish line, right? But combat, this has been a marathon where combat has been an hour in front of like everybody else. It's like when like the Ethiopians like smoke everybody. That's how this feels right now. Like combat was finished a long time ago, and we're just waiting for them to reach the finish line as closing in on the 6-0.
Oh, and that might be the final nail in the coffin for Gur here. No breakaway, massive cash out into the restand. Thought that girl was going to be disrespectful with this health deficit. You, of course, expected here to the corner we go. Has some meter, the dash up grab, but this is just a complete neutral reset. Not going to get much off of this. As Gur has to watch out for these force balls at any time he tries to move. Coming from downtown with that command grab.
That distance on that one, school. Woo.
It's kind of scary.
Gur
needs to be careful. Move!
And it did not matter. Combat, your week 4 champion. No amount of armor was going to survive the hit of the force ball, and a back throw. Good night. 6-0 in favor of the young man representing Brooklyn. However, New York All Grand Finals, Gur securing himself a lot of points. Thank you so much. GG's to all. And yeah, man, show is yours, boss. It is your show.
Gur goes in the chat and says, disappointing. Good games. And I'm pretty sure that's a Geras thing, which is the most Gur thing I've ever seen. Gur never changed ever. Love it.
I think Gur is the most in tune with his characters in all the scene. Like Gur, have you ever played Gur in tournament? Bro, I played Gur in Injustice 2 somewhere, and he was like, we were off stream. He was like, yo, do you mind letting the intros run? I was like, yeah, no problem. This fool says the whole intro word for word, all 3 games, his character and my character. I was like, what? What is wrong with you? Why do you do this?
Very Gur-like there. Very Gur-like. Gur just loves... He has a passion for the games that's another level from most of us.
Absolutely.
Because he gets into... you know, a lot of the aspects that competitors don't look at, you know, which is, you know, the original soundtracks. He's not just a competitive fan of the game. He's a massive casual fan of the game. Absolutely. And a lot of us competitors kind of miss out on a lot of those thoughts about the games because we're just like, you know, so focused on winning and frame data and the competitive aspect of it that we sometimes forget. Because sometimes I'll go into like my collection and look at some of the artwork and I'm just like, this is godlike. You know,
yo, for real.
All of the little things and enjoying the single player aspects of it and really just enjoying the game as a whole. And that's something that you got to respect for Gur for doing. So thank you so much, Gur. Not getting the back-to-back wins, but combat taking it this week and it has a nice hefty lead here in the Kolosseum as the #1 seed.
Aquaman, before we get out of here, I need that Metrino link. I need to do something right quick. I need that Metrino.
All right, I'll put it in chat.
I need that Metrino link.
I'll put it in chat and pull it up. It's the first one.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. I can catch it on my phone. We definitely got to do something. About
this is the Kolosseum finale prize pool, guys. $2,397.59 is what we're currently at. There have definitely been some contributions throughout this broadcast. Shouts to the 6969 donation from Androids in Neptune 1781 with a $25 contribution. Says your stream is really entertaining. Bad at fighting games, says MK for life.
It won't let me sign in. I got to create an account. Anyway, we can do it next week, but you know, it's coming.
We'll do it next time.
It's coming. We'll do it next week. It's coming.
Yeah.
Facts.
Guys, we are halfway through and already $2,400 on the line in that finale. And this was, again, the Kolosseum started purposefully with $0.
Mm-hmm.
This entire show has cost $0. So if you guys think that we need to be esports, we need to chase sponsorship, this is an online grassroots event. Okay? Is essentially what the Kolosseum is, and the support has been insane. I know that the timing kind of worked out in our favor in that, you know, offlines have been, you know, it is what it is. But the timing just worked out. I wanted to give the community this to pass the time between Final Combat and Combo Breaker. But guys, expect a lot of events like this throughout the year as we try to keep this community not only just alive, but thriving, because that's exactly what we're doing. And everyone can hold that. The fact that we're here having a great time is a big fucking hold that to everyone else who is trying to bring us down.
Facts. Big facts.
Keeping it 100 with you guys. The fact that we were having a good time. Oh man, my bad. I had the wrong button. The fact that we were having a good time is just
I'm going.
is just cooking everybody. Yeah, my bad, KP. That was on me. That was on me.
We good. We good.
That was on me right there. But yeah, that is gonna do it for week number 4 combat. Getting the W. I'm gonna take a look at that weekly match arena too, real quick, just to see what these guys are winning. Wait, there was a what? What happened to the what?
Pay attention.
Travis Kennedy dropping $100. Mr. Crow dropping $25. Darth Raven 5. Vendetta dropping $20. Says you're. Darth Raven says buff Scarlet. Shoutouts. Thank you everyone. That is insanity. Travis Kennedy, another $100 donation. He dropped, I believe it was 500 on the finale prize pool as well. So Travis Kennedy out there is feeding us. Thank you so much, Travis Kennedy. And you guys will see the payouts here. This is online every single week. So Combat going to be going home with about $150, Gur about $100, and K7 $60. That's pretty darn good for an online weekly event that's free to enter. You're playing from home. We're in quarantine. We're stuck here anyway.
Listen, man, you can't argue with no charge. You know what I'm saying? You can't argue with no charge.
That's my favorite part about it, actually, is that, oh man, I did it again. Okay, so I have to full screen that so I can actually read the names. The beauty of online events and these is that it is free to enter, and that if you guys complain, I get to tell you it's free to enter, and I don't owe you anything. That's my favorite part. Is that this was free to enter, so hold that. But no, thank you guys, everybody. This has been a wonderful, wonderful top 8, a wonderful week. KP, thank you so much for coming on. It's great to have you back on some hot mic action. You guys should be seeing KP again. Don't you worry about that. We have a long road to go. KP, talk about yourself. What do you got going on out there?
Oh man, it's not much. All right. Shit. I guess we can do this here, right?
I mean, if you want. I mean, if you just want to shout out your stream or something, like something.
Regardless,
I know what you want to do.
Of how you want to cut it, the show will go on. The Kolosseum is set for 8 weeks, and then a finale, right? The week the Kolosseum ends, Showtime, my event that I was going to do today, it begins. We're going to use the same exact format as the Kolosseum, 8 weeks, finale, crowdfunded, everything. I'm just going to take some of the reign so Aquaman is not carrying all the load, all right? We're going to start with $1,000 in the pot from the jump. So we're going to get through this whole quarantine shit no matter what, and nobody can fucking stop us. You understand me? That's all. Still going to keep going. So we out here. Pay attention, man. Y'all can follow me on Twitch, Katana_Prime. Twitter, whatever. All my everything is the same. Katana_Prime right there as Aquaman took forward on the bracket. We ain't stopping, and we don't need nothing. You know, sometimes you got to look deep in, and I want you to know, like, I know it's NA, but I do mean this overall. From Sonic Fox to the smallest person, as long as I'm around in any capacity, you will have a voice. So thank y'all.
That's right, guys.
Aquaman, thank you.
You're
all
welcome.
the players,
absolutely,
everybody,
man. Thank you.
And we're gonna leave it at that.
All right, I'm gonna take one last look at this bracket. Combat getting that W over Gur 6-0 in that grand finals. Dominant display there, but had a shaky start and need to make the adjustments and come through. That's gonna do it for us here in week number 4, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. KP coming on. The next wave of commentators gonna be some more surprises. Going deep on the bench again. This is, you know, you brought it up earlier, or you touched on it, is that, you know, 8 weeks, 8 shows have gone by, and it's been 8 different commentators on here, and not just the regulars that you see on the pro competition, but guys that have been on the commentary grind for a long time, and expect more of those guys that have been on the grind for a while that don't get a lot of the love on the mic that I am trying to give a voice to. You know, I know there's a lot of you out there, only limited slots, but definitely trying to give a lot of people opportunity on a stage like this to show what they're about, and again, all about us.
And if they miss, you know, because we have a lot of people, right? A lot of talented people who want to have an opportunity. If you miss Aquaman, remember, I'm going to run it. It's going to be called Showtime, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to swap commentators, you know what I'm saying, every week. Aquaman's giving me the tech, so we'll be good on that end, you know what I'm saying? I got every, we cook it. We're just going to cook up, man. I just feel like I'm back in my 2015 to 2018 bag where we're just going to do everything, and that's it. We don't care. Nobody's going to stop us. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah, man. Once again, Aquaman, thank you, bro.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you.
Congratulations to Combat tonight, man. XO gang.
Thank you guys in the chat. Thank you for the gifted subs. That is the money I make off of this. The only money I make off this is off of Twitch. I get a couple of, I literally get like 2 cents off of every retweet on Matcherino. I've made $10 off of Matcherino so far. just for open transparency.
Hey, you deserve it, man. You deserve it. You still working.
That's $10. I'm going crazy at McDonald's. But thank you guys, everyone, for supporting the Kolosseum. It's been incredible. It's been keeping me alive here in this quarantine state that we find ourselves in. I'm glad that we can entertain you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Buff Katana.
All right, I don't know. Okay, come on.